ya fast nanu pay enya asem to join you live on Facebook Wontumi TV live na fe won so join na ye din komo enanu pay odie ene se baby a wo bia no me nto nka enanu pay baby a wo monitor ya free bia no na wa me ato nka ene anu pay e so no small say Robbie Sport Sahala Barcelona and Robbie Sport de amen anu pay Manu Richmond say Capo keep the fire burning anu diaba Rafael Mensa Barrister say Jano Asopa nanu pay den so no monitor show no we kwache Daniel say update on Man United yaron sam enso e de besomo enanu pay Mayu update ni nyina no yaron komo e de bebe nanu pay enso e de amanto de ane so de nyabotre na e comment o say na wa like page no follow edem amaya branches Steven Ofe enso a drop blue emojis no love ones na am say Chelsea ni pa and afi Prince Amiel enso edene de aba ewon sam eno no Rehaza Junior say proper UPR start tomorrow let's go Chelsea with fire emojis and no enso a drop amenano pay anti mastermind was a hit Barca and entry edem aba Godfrey Atakra enso de no say more fair couple and a good day a day at all amenano pay Yakuba Abubakar and say good morning. No, I'm a champion Tuga as an update on United on Sambaba, Murphy Lee, on also Anthony Diaba, and Anupe Gogo Man United, and what's all the Amaya no air for the Badman Dia, Joshua said more fire, and Anupe Yao Cavani, and so Anthony Dia a day Amaya, and Anupe Apia Kusi Eric, and so as AK Father Mugu or Manita from Hamburg, and Anupe Asuna Bayao, and a chemist, and so a one also said Dendente or monitor live from La Côte d'Ivoire and Yasemetwa also Calvin and so as a Marcus Rashford and what drop emoji no a love no day at all anymore Sam and so the Blues and what they are but OT Genesis so and then pay real and then Mokoyo and so Eddie Atu say Madrid news at one Sam at the Amsterdam Junior and so I drop in a message I do pay was say live our Timota one monitor Eddie from Madrid news ever and no a day free a day emba Ojo Dominic said Liverpool and one also matro a day amen pay Samuel Asupa Kujo said good morning Capo Asupa live from Ending. Oh no, and so a monitor live from a Hunter West, and one monitor shown dear free Antoine Samanyo, and one Bonavaso Nanupe, and I want some Enson Frederick Progress Mensa was a Barca updating our here. Your own some Edinburgh Barquezi White is a Barcelona, and what Chocodo and they was saying so. Area to do I say, please, where is fancy Di Maria etetre, and there Anupe a branch of Fanny way a Kwakuba, and so Edienne. I'll see we my United are going to win the league. Okay, Mike my West Mate. Yaba Michael West no atwache Abuna reach a couple more update on Manzeri. Yaron some Edebeno Edwano Swatrones Ghana for no Nanu pay Mokaya ho atese no mo Dijumane Sano so as a Wontumi TV live and Nanu pay Wontumi TV live our Facebook na fe live no LIV and no caps na fe also watch me I drop pay at the atu na fe I want follow page no amaye na yedin komo eno ho no de ba wa the rains as on monitor live if you tepa ene anope anafi awa the rains and so de my so and asame 21 some an yade ma na no enche be room e wa amonone na afi yade amonone nsama to so de amana no pay Wontumi 101.3 Wontumi TV live on digital and it's satellite them and anope live on Facebook so edin when ye asem get to acrobat atrase yaba be room na fe commercials no yahwe wo mu etaichi na no pay show no enso air live keep on bringing your messages live on Wontumi TV live on Facebook na fe yeni enkomo hihye for that time say bibia boko de
finance way
na me adom bibia fi pa
de nyakopanse okay so I like your talk
yes
see America na
yes Samanton can
na menya wo say why you know why you know menya no bi ode sama kudi a chano pa be say
I can't say me
senior man to wase
wa show de kama na de abetina ha na teze hey wasa o di dia me bi ni
oh peli
wasa o di dia jai bi say
Man, we know no hard the other side. We FC Cologne.
Hey, Cologne for Jesse no. OF pa.
Auntie we FC Cologne.
Hey, Cologne no. Nice.
Yeah, very fine.
Nice. That way
oh, Nyankopon do penny now sir. Ja. Nyankopon
what they are change.
Sure. Sure.
And they chenra. And they chenra.
Sure. Nyankopon there.
And you cry.
Now a draw way say e buy at one bi da. Jackson Heba mixture.
Jackson there.
Duro.
And then they drew.
Yes. Jackson there. And then they drew cry.
Follow Jackson.
Yes.
Say
Jackson for so be come to
Jackson so okay.
Mama kwaba. Baba mo ntinase. Ebe no pa Ghana for so be no because whether no say whether na sesa.
Yes.
Whether na sesa say I na dey ade na eba. Nti unya binoma na boa. Ti copper Jackson eba mixture and afa Jackson natural capsules ni binom. Jackson cold capsules just copper binom. Na bibia anya kama Lawson Beverages Company Limited e kan obe Kojak Farmer anopai omukutai mo eno ati ba hospital ese brana onsa ya de na bia anya kama eno enso from 3P garlic mixture eno enso ati me kan obe afa emulate herbal supplement copper binom natural company limited wo ka ho eno ati Alaska Star Enterprise me pato Siemens Vital herbal mixture and capsules and it does so herbal clinic doctor elder Owusu Sebra na onsa ya de afa Solak natural clinic ho me pato kwa ombesa ya de Hansen Sebra na beje enya papa fa from akache Kariste company limited eka hobe so anatabia eba company industries afa Paul specialist heba hospital eka hobe ABC game no anopaisa draw first draw no and so betima to enu ankofo fesika e jackpot no munti fa hu gymna bibia so entimi kama fa Kivu 4-in-1 Gary Sokin Mesno eka ho bi Best Brain Publication Limited Southstar Bet Influencer Midima Football Center Corner Dr. Fatam Ento so Gentleman Dental Clinic eka ho na fe Odin4 Samuel Prayer and Counseling Center Omadama and opay yatena se den sempa enso etimi da breti for nemom operipica justice nibia yes say opebia wo dia ne say obe contact ye 0547 047771 0203 682641 0203 682641 na oswanya replica Jesus ne bi enso etima say enra man for ne say Liverpool for ne say no anapema say Liverpool for no
demands no
di omo fresh anti wa usu wo ho ene number watch na Manchester and Arsenal ene wo
yes
we saw the update beba enti wa upebi no it's just a matter of calling maybe I will be
answer bit me account be a distance in your barrier go an also we chi obi timi enya
achichi ni achi
okay
ana obedi din so a edidi kwanwa
wa person e kan
edidi kwan de
enwa edidi kwan de a person na akante
omielu nyina do kan bia waka
na wo mu kasa de na no mu ya mu nsam ya mu yetimi tro wa person ya akante mi nti bia kasa da but de bia e tro proverb ma wo say aboa we say aboa no koka we
okoka we wakawe
aboa de bia de ebuba ebuba se obati ehu be bia wo mu kingdom no zo mu ti ye hu o mu book bia so da wo ma tro bibi mu
asere wasu aje gugusu
a ne ba bi pai
na chama Go Stars bibia ni Go Stars sa me koba me ba cancel bia chiro
okay
unsa no pe Go Stars e ball against Olympics
umu ball e won kan
yes ana kotoko so ball e wo Cape Coast
yes and so money yes soccer jet
yes and pay our mobile it's the update beba na Go Stars Jesse na omo dia ba no it's more than a shirt Go Stars the Biani Go Stars this season
and what she
so there we Go Stars niti
yes
said the Go Stars ma memo and afa Go Stars supporters no wey na mo dey Champions League no
another day
FFA tiba kan wase
mon drop you can say question of the day na ye ni unkomano unya kwanhwe Liverpool game ni say na osi hu game na nra na match no mo depa na Dr. Amuzu P no and ya de bisa question doctor say enkancho say eba no say nem ensem eyare a wono ana de adrufa pa e de abedwama so no betimi abo yenti hye no so ema me say wo ana rashes egu gono bi na wate na pese ne won so timi de ho efri ene gono emu a wo se pray na fe onyi saya de mfiri ho emo abra wo fa wa Amuzu P no na nuoma e kama man so siesie anfie amenu so e kama nti Amuzu P ana ose yembusa question of the day na yemfa honsem emra e wanra game a eno e ba so yembusa between a branch here friend say Ekitike one Antoine Semenyo, who was your man of the match in the EPL opener. Enra Ocean Kofemi no ball a branch I finished Semenyo Edanedi our Grupamano so and afe ekitike ono so juma odi ye why na ojiri se nra ka osusu se wono be wo man of the match enye de EPL fo yi eye wo a wo hwe na no penra game na wo monitor ne ebusa wo question say che wadwen e wo enra e de no adwen che ben na de bebam say wo mu kuso che wo madwen over times e Ghana for e wa adwen che e wo ho bi kwanra obi ahwe bi into obi so e wo bi ka yentie Ghana for kakra obi e ka
we e post na post nase no Brontia ni did Omar Sterling se semeno Botri Lincoln ase semeno afe Anaba enso ase semeno Steven Ayakosa ede o se Hala Madrid no diaba James Rodriguez ase semeno afe Koku ba kupe enso ase semeno sanso ana dietana sa Emmanuel asiama ase semeno is the best afe Odro Nyako enso ase semeno was my man of the match Gilbert Manfo Fancy is Semenyo Christian Obeminta as who is Ekitiki anonymous Ediaba Rich Kente SSA it's easy Semenyo Rebecca Cruz and so I think Semenyo deserved to win the man of the match anonymous Ediba Randy Ajay say I think Semenyo is my man of the match Afetevia Samson as Semenyo Omampani Talibo was say is Semenyo boss anonymous Ediaba Afei Nanophobia say I will go for Hugo Ekitiki the boss man anonymous Ediaba Mawu said charity aqua and so Semenyo anonymous etumi ede aba messages in there and so to those way and so SM the tennis a branch of feno Walasco money say Ghanaians who say Semenyo but Hugo deserves it more because he was very was everywhere yesterday and on us Ediaba Fei Kwabna Optic Ese Hugo all the way Chris Bruni and so Semenyo and a Chris Ediaba Afe wise on Ese Ekitike a go and assist he is on point and on also to me Ediaba Capo the Supremo
and say Kakranso Hase was say Nanaphobia will go for Hugo Ekitike bossman and watch your day Abateria Samson as well called the Antoine Semenyo and also actual Christian Obeminta Tase who is Hugo Ekitike and what Diaba Charity Aqua and so the Semenyo no Kodiaman Randy Ajay Randy so as I think sir Semenyo and so win MVP and what de Aba Anaba Kabar and so Semenyo no call Diamond Gilbert Mafu sir Semenyo fancy and what Dro Nyako and so Semenyo was my man of the match and what Rebecca Cruz I think Antoine Semenyo deserved to win man of the match and what Emmanuel Esiama and so Antoine Semenyo and call and afe or no and they deserve Steven Kosa as a Hala Madrid and also the Abams or no Tracy baby cry no Semenyo no Kodam Wako and so Semenyo all the way and what afe way a Savios GH says Semenyo and what caught him Amano when you ask to a crowd Maza in Traloto you post and I say Dimamodi Loto Namo Yasema Rancher Rich Kent as a easy cry Semenyo and yesterday man Omar's talent and so as a Semenyo and no a day Abba I told some no a day about Chris Bonnie Antoine Semenyo and they deserve a Cabna Optic as a Hugo Ekitike on any day. Black Sheriff as I think say Antoine Semenyo and a deserve and no kakrabi e be kwam no nemu kakrabi o YouTube na
YouTube.
Okay,
YouTube no we say messages in the breba Brent friend Collins da pass Semenyo all the way, Evans Dalco as a Semenyo all the way, Emmanuel Arthur as a Semenyo, Samson Anna Christian as a Semenyo, a fake Collins Opoku Echo Adama Antoine Semenyo, Samson Anna Christian Honesty and some Echo Adama Semenyo, John Theophilus Adai Echo Anamposi who is Ekitiki, Israel Kofi Opoku Semenyo, fantastic Council Semenyo, Edoso Pa Capo Sanso Anna Abraham Aya Buante as a Semenyo, and also at YouTube diano post no there post go forward.
Mashara shall surely go for Semenyo because he was verbally abused by came to score goals. Okay, and Anthony Mashara dear about Tuga. And so say Tuga o mem was say obeko ede Antoine Semenyo Tuga Madedista ede no wo nti komra
nana akwasi akwa otosibienu apesma kahene of a Jumako Traditional Council.
Okay.
Or monetization.
Okay. Nana.
Nana. But Nana one radio no. Nana one radio near friend Frank Amanko FIFA.
Oh, okay.
Auntie Nana. Nana. No. Nana akwasi akwa otosibienu apesma kahene of a Jumako Traditional Council. Nana no pay special good morning. And say come on.
That's it. You come on yaba. Na yetimi atene kakrebi ba. Before Baby Rim na fi wasa bebim na ya to aso de afrio ozu jesi ni yen for there
FC Cologne yes
okay and ye Cologne ye kwamo no niaba Sharak ye kwamo nimra and anu pe ayo Wontumi TV live ewo ye kan say decoder no so digital and satellite and a Facebook ye Wontumi TV live ye dem and they anu pay time for foreign ye kwamo no ne na ya to aso e
Angwa juma no you Yami wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Esa chirenia no you Yami wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Ye bompaye Shamachi Israel Yehuwa ila henu Yehuwa ekat We ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika Luvika, Uvika Naveshika, Uvika Miyodika, Tode Yasak. In English, in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Come on, boy, Capo. Capo chairman, I feel chairman. Yes. Got tabu kasamu send messages and ben obia say, hey, oh chairman, ya dear pa say watch me assemble. I just quite be coming home and papa me.
Na guess it is okay how guess no me say guess no me say how many boys in this year me say guess it is say Wontumi sponsor no I number 1
cheva
angwa juma no you Yami wohoda se uji didia obeya Esa chirenia no you Yami wohoda
woman game no say 5 p.m. sa game ni nyina no ebeba so OGC nis womo botulu eno ya 7 p.m. sa game no eno anso betimi abaso ade won sam ni nyina no etem ema enra Rene Foi womo anso etna fie Olympic de Marseille ekaba kwa Marseille no womo anso entimi eno game course ade won sam ni nyina no etem be na yemenya matches no was Spanish Premier Division La Liga ama no so metimi abaso na matches eno ebetimi abaso nyina ena no yebenya Barca womo ebo in a 5:30 omni Mallorca game no eno baso tententia enya sameto asa game we no baso 5:30 sano so fama me Deportivo Alaves for no womo ni Levante at the ball 7:30 ana sa game no so betimi abaso ana afie Kenya Valencia team no womo enso our stadium is tire womo any race Sociedad game no and also Baso 7:30 our La Liga no ma ya dem na wonsam ni nyina no ente Banyami Atumachina and ye benya se ne Celta Vigo womo ni Hetafe a game near 3 p.m. and Obeba so Athletic Club Bilbao game no our Stadio San Mamés womo and so ball and Sevilla and near 5:30 na sa game no Obeba so ana Espanyol and so ball Atletico Madrid no 7:30 sa match ni nyina no womo ade wonsam and so the bad wonsam no every Banyami Aduma and the game ne Baso China Baba so and results no say the siko ye nya Girona womo Real Vallecano and no echo 3 ema Real for no womo sha 3 ma Girona for no womo tekano emu bako and Avenra ye nya Villarreal womo ne Real Oviedo and atem na bani anwa pate ejira na so bajumate ema the Yellow Submarinesa womo ye from Sevilla team no womo shambia no ema Real Oviedo womo NTB ante and no kakre for no mate benra abranche fan eta enyon no ebogo and afe papa goy womo and ebo 2 goals dem Villarreal eboboko na latest ni nyina no yadem ema ne anope e so no so nyame ya doma Premier League ebe rem na fe yedi enkomo ne aresere nyama ebe se ko nemo nyame ya doma ne ye German Super Cup and no Baso mame fan ntwum ansa and ma ba Premiership no so and no eye Bayern Munchen womo ebe tenam and womo be kwa away na sa game no womo eye German Super Cup final and no e Baso no womo ball and so e the chest to gatoboko no 6:30 na fe sa game no Baso ewo MH Arena and no Stuttgart on sa game no and no Baso referee ye fan say Ham Omes no and handle sa game de ama Bayern Munchen womo e match no betimi Baso asansam no ye de ba Premiership ni ye ram na ye din komo enra match Baso na mo na games no ye be din komo e so ansa na ya ba enra matches no so nanra owe and then match Baso 11:30 na ro pay and after early kick off no ye ball Aston Villa womo and Newcastle a game no Baso the Via Parker and ya sameto referee ye fan secretary Paulson wono and handle game and no Baso nyame adoma 11:30 and early kick off no wono e ko di Brighton and Fulham game no and no Baso American Express Stadium and no e ko Adama referee ye fan Samuel Barrot no and Ejina Santana for 2 p.m. sa game no Abaso bena Sunderland women West Ham United or Stadium of Light and no and some our England no womo ball referee Robert Jones di sa game no de amomo our Stadium of Light ya do some deba Tottenham team no womo and some our London omo ball our stadium referee Michael Oliver and di sa game no de amomo ne Belly game and no Baso 2 p.m. sa game no and some betimi Abaso ye benya Wolves omo ne Manchester City and some de ban here no 4:30 p.m. sa game ne Baso na sa match ni nyina no womo de ama referee fan sir Gerard Gillett ono and ebedi sa game no nyame adoma 4:30 de ama Manchester City ya dem de sa later siri nyina no de eba and anope e so no so live on Wontumi 101.3 and afi Wontumi TV ya dem de later siri nyina no de ba shara kenra anwa game and Baso e Anfield Liverpool womo tena fie ebo against Bournemouth womo ebo ntena no makomako nai ama Bournemouth team no take no emu emienu Hugo Ekitike ebo go edikan 37 minutes no what the go edikan by ama branch kwa the Gakpo ebo go on 49th minute and ma Liverpool ebo boko no ewo ana game no emu aye den ama branch Antoine Samanyo ebe take 64th minute na nya sabeto home and 76 minutes no Antoine the crucial Samanyo esa ebo the only goal and I say go atosom you know why don't somebody Ekitike ego no enye awunye ya celebration ya dem awon sam adem anaro pay e so no so Federico Chiesa and so no go 88 minutes and afi Mohamed Salah and so to atenam to so makuma ko 9 ade ma Liverpool bobo ko nti goals no and Sadra ke yibi ade amount e Wontumi TV nano pay Wontumi TV live o Facebook latest ni nyina no ya dem Antoine Semenyo nie masa Semenyo form akwai and so Eja Enra was trying to say Black Stars ye Philippa. What Capo no Samanyo? Oh, you do Antoine Samanyo against Mali. Yes, but you say against Mali. Na Kumia no na wama go say ya. Na fe ya koyanim to go so no and I saw that Kataruma where you be and so Matamaya yes so be and I no pay diamond to say and I like to know and so much quiet doing some pee at the Eba na Enra I will get my bass and question of the day. And here we say why and I deserve man of the match or game no and who go ekitiki or no and no more a day man of the match a day a man who after the game no pan yeah when you the first Premier League goal when you the first Premier League assist and after when you the first Premier League man of the match akoya started a jumanum ye womu na womu eko enso ensom ebo ehina womu kaso abranche emfani adinina no abranche ebo mote enra and so enya man of the match onya ne first Premier League goal nya no first Premier League assist esa koso atem ama hugo ekitiki ayatem ne salata sinyina no ate aba boys no ebontena na obema me Mohamed Salah abro se ni goal no open tribute adema Diego Jota abra na oya clapping celebration enye na se obo ni nsem atesene oya sa celebration nyina no ayade se open tribute ama Diego Jota wanya ne baby and so mwekwa no player at the Liverpool sansem nyina no yate eba na rese de niama and so City boys no and Salah etwatena we ni celebration ekoi at the Diego Jota o chef Federico Chiesa ne dia no ekɔ de ma branch Diego Jota and afi o hugo ekitike one also ni celebration nyina no wo mu aye at the honor branch a ye fani said Diego Jota aya don some no at the mbanano e po ye kra ne de Mohamed Salah ekɔgina camera nanim eno ewo Anfield ho anatese wono enso etimi ayasa ni celebration no ade ema branch a ye fani said Diego Jota unya no mamia abrana ogina page no so ana ogina camera nanim ana oyasa tribute no ade ama branch ye fani said Diego Jota ye don some ade bahano asara gria toso no na esu ana na also after say game na bana wie no wonu atenani a tini so say ya ni nyina no ade say tribute na omu pene bi ni ha ana na meka no wunua ana gina camera anima just say wono ensom ya poor match no kra no ana ope tribute ama Diego Jota ne bra Andrea ya dem ahonsom ni nyina no ate ema enalo pay also no so na Mohamed Salah aye first in the Premier League player in the history was 10 goals on a match day one sa ya te Premier League ano match day one player wono atontina dodo e Premier League no no abrantia ya fani say ne Mohamed Salah also etimi aye sa record no ana history no ekutana yatem ne salata sini nyina no ate ema ne anope also no so na enra ana yatesa match no ekoso na akudabia ana se man bia no anso ate hwitemu na oye racist abuse ate abranche fani Antoine Samanyo our pitch no so abrana Samanyo ekoto throw na ujafo ate ni hwitemu awatenchen ana obia wate hwitemu enye aha ana na Antoine Samanyo eba to throw no na mania anasa akoya wanu wonchemu no onye wanu ano wakabi Antoine Samanyo na yase boni eye racist ade atia bibini a racist abuse koso anya ne obati ade baje kwadu ana ni patuntum on sase ne o mingle with any white people anya de nyina no ya den sama eno nso etime koso ana unia enso eko report no asa de eno enso etime asi ewa agropama no so enye ntiwei aya nioma no so mwetime koso na eno abama fo no so posti unia ewo yakane sa x no so ado omode tudo nyina no ese omutanachi de eno koso nyina boy enso stay strong with a great player above all level na do omu kanyina no and so a great man being there man foka and a racist abuser wo mu eye nyina nya de se ne no ese a buda bam eno aya Twitter eno on X and a bomb of team no wo mu adeba Premier League match center wo mu at the statement and so ngaba enra abonten between Liverpool and a bomb of game no nadia woman added to that woman say temporarily woman a posse game no first half nina no and it's a reporter na circulating and it's a will be abusing a branch here your friend Antoine Samanyo our pitch no so na the moment me can say incident and no answer see our group amano so no woman ebe fully investigation at the affair na omu dia omu support racism enu wo kwan sem yama racist e kwan e game eno ansom e football no musare be ya ene obia anso be na no fa hodie ansom abobonte we e Premier League ene match center wo mu statement wo mu adem ba na do nsem nyina no ade ema ne anope o so no so anya semeto Liverpool manager e fan Anaslot after say game no e ba na wie no so e kasai adem fa racist abuser wo mu abuse Antoine Samanyo player ade ema bomb of an manager and some kaka to the statement no was say the AC no enya dia SS so especially nani anye esa BBC besia agropaman eno ay unfolder ayo mu home grounds and no and some betime say ade hatim ne pa manager ay fan say Anaslot ade kakra and so to da ni nyina ye denra esi ye racist abuse
under investigation at the police now. The club made a very clear statement about what we feel about this. And unfortunately, but we definitely have to talk about it. It's a good thing you talk about it. It's a good thing that I have to answer this. But after, actually, this day should be about Jogo and about how the tribute was. But we definitely need to address this because it's unacceptable in every football stadium, let alone at Anfield. So yeah, I spoke to him after the game that we will try to do everything to find that person, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think they already found him or not. I think so. So that's a good thing, and wherever we can help him, we will try to do so. And big credits to him if something happens like this, and you can perform so well in the second half. Then he's not only a great player, because that I can see how fast he is, but he also has he's very strong mentally. If something like that happened, to get such a second half performance, that sums up him as a person and him as a player. But again,
so I manage a day to just say or ball a branch in a basso and transform your bonabasso. Nina says mentally one your faith and as one stronger. Dear seeing United or Sabat Tontina at the Etia Liverpool to a bonabasso and an slot at him to the Adon no at the Beneduba be our game no coach no at the to just I know feeling very emotional. Nina said game no year 2-2 no now or Tunani ever bencher now or should player I will bet me at the winning goal Abba or Tunani na nani akoto Diogo Jota and so anim na very terrible at the Emma because do ball no said the more day as the Emma Liverpool at Diogo Jota and the rescue team no do ano na Tunani se bench whenever ababa boamia na Diogo Jota na adese ni sutie at the mano as a manager no who do onye our bench coach at the kakra etuda.
We've spoken I think for 5-6 minutes about football, where we should talk about is how impressive and powerful this tribute was today. I've been lucky enough to be here for a year, and I've heard "You Never Walk Alone" many times, but the way it was sung today was so powerful. And then how during the game, in the end of the game, our fans, they've been so incredible with the tribute they've paid, but also the help they gave the team. And I said to the players afterwards, normally 20 minutes before the end when it was 2-2, the first one I would look at was Jogo. And now with the help of the fans and our players, we were able to turn the game around as well. So but like I said, the whole story should be how impressive and powerful the tribute was, and how our fans did that was yeah, that can only happen at Anfield, I think. We've spoken, I think, for 5
manager Anaslot atuta yare on sempi de banese o chechemu e wo movement anu awesen Diogo Jota enso ne nsabeti maka no na mfe watimi abedi agrodi ama Liverpool to nani a na nani akwakoto esumu because nya de say player no image enso our bench ade onsam no ever Florent Verton so our Liverpool team no enra yebetie Jimmy Carragher kakra wote atudwane nyina no ekyerese ene orese ne and come Jimmy Carragher sir we're very excited said boy no one on Liverpool sir now as Adeba Liverpool shanimu and sir Alexander Isak ababe katim no na nyama come as a Liverpool assigned 2 strikers na fe wo mo be dituma adema team no say team no wo be so mo strengthen team no to leveler Liverpool betima contenders our Premier League and a Champions League and other competition Liverpool be compete here as kwabia so wo mo de Alexander Isak no ebeba Anfield yentie Jimmy Carragher Eri tu Johnny Adin somebody be dem ya twaso na fe ya don some ediaba report and say can say according to Sky for omo eri abetu dwa say say omo de meta ebe investigation artificial intelligence you know ebe hwe omo a omo ye racist towards abrantia ya friend Antoine Samanyo ewo Instagram enwa na dodiesi ya no sem bia omo etro bi ewo internet no so edietia boy ni nyina report am say omo de meta and say artificial intelligence no ebe remove comment in the social media ni nyina no ya de omo e de rese no omo de kon racism internet no so na reporter ba no omo person be ma racist and abuse bianso etimi atoso no aye reporter ba internet no so enti do omo de ye Instagram and ya don some de ba nanra obama me Van Dijk ni position abra na Samanyo ahiti de boneba amanfo bebre no no omo enso ka se Van Dijk position enra one position who ha na erekwa Van Dijk fa so na tane Samanyo nie ana bono enso bo bia ni mebia na Van Dijk so pesa wotuna ni enso na cha ni position amanfo chese unia enyina ye emo position no enso mantimi anko kama amfa matim no ni nyina no enu amanfo kasa se ene Van Dijk enso aye mre kakra wa de awonsam ni nyina no enso ngate ma na arope so no so na Federico Chiesa se na ni ache se wa born the first goal ate ama ene team France Liverpool what league no my need some and so ngate no na do kanyina no and so and say 1 year nie and taking a fair na wanya ni goal ate ama ni team no na do ka no and so ora ni musancho ni team no and so abeka sanafu akoso abaduma aste na wa wini and trophy bia so wini ate ama Liverpool boboko no and no I report about my uncle and Pep Guardiola so Manchester City wo mo ball and omni Wolves team no and na wo mo de by ni na Pep Guardiola and some kakra to do muzana say Pep na Premier League no say and na ball first match na yamuso eja Premier League no obetimi aje anu say na na mu kan ase ya be start season bia na mo pese mo toto momone edem ase coach bia no wase okamo biate ase 6 Premier League titles one as a manager and a city wo mu ansom watimi ate no enya de season start here wo me interview eka ase o season we are started here ya ba be je in the league no wase onka on the first press conference enti worker and some man say ne say league no oberi ni e woni trim say ne bema ono yere enso be ye bibia na do a wudu fia e wo trim say de ne wo be ye ni bia no one wo trim what you say enti so mo be the title na e wo mo trim anya ne so me pai mo aka che obi ase ne wo mo e ni title ansa and wo matimi age eno ayen sama Guardiola as atudwante e won sam no atema e busane say update ne to sign a branch here friend say Rodri and afa Vadio no and for Foden wo me effect asa na nyame aduma game bass no wo betimi aboard amasidi eboboko no manager ema update kakra and so on players no say omo betimi abo enanumre anaso omo ntimi mo no wo de kakra atudwa betie Pep on Vasco Vadio Josco Vadio ne a branch here friend for Foden and the other boys no say omo betimi abo ana omo
Kovacic, Rodri, Gvardiol, Foden, are they perhaps not Kovacic or Rodri? Are the two potentially back for this one?
No, Kovacic is not ready, Josko not ready, the other ones are ready. We travel and tomorrow we make the selection. Rodri as well is traveling and Phil as well, and because have been 1 week 10 days stop and tomorrow we'll decide.
A handful of injuries, Kovacic, Rodri, Gvardiol, Foden, are they perhaps not Kovacic or Rodri? Are the two potentially back for this one?
No, Kovacic is not ready, Josko not ready, the other ones are ready. We travel and tomorrow we make the selection. Rodri as well is traveling and Phil as well, and because have been 1 week 10 days stop and tomorrow we'll decide.
A handful of injuries. Kovacic, Rodri, Gvardiol, Foden, are they perhaps not Kovacic or Rodri, the two
Manchester City Evoboko ni Tijani Rangers fanato so na yeni no nkoma waden sam kakra ena dia to da kakra dia to da nyina no wombusa ne say ono position in bay and oba na ni to no so ono or box to box midfielder ono wojina nimu na se ne opiano de kono de ba say yam build yam start ne anya build up no yam connect na yam monko yanim eno ya dia oba na ni to pa na Tijani Rangers said ya to da so no adeba kwa wa say obe try as a goals na fe what the assist and so much me aka ho na fe ne ball no I open and no Tijani Rangers reporter one no ade atu dwa don sam no ade bencho no pese de bia start na ya beda be fetre na ya deko na fe ni ama kama na we die was season mo nhwese goals and afe assist ahodo awo be ye afe ama en team no enso no be hye awode awonsam ni nyina no enso ade me na no pe don sam no afe be no Tijani Rangers reporter watem awonsam adeba na reporter men seka and say nyame aduma Sunday and Chelsea wo mo so mo ne Crystal Palace game no baba so mami e better chase and afe magi reporter men seka and say me tese voice wo mo ebetimi astarte wo mo game no and no reporter ba nyina no and say rumors by wo be movie wo be ko ha we be say nemom reporter ba say ya dey Sunday ayo chana ya dey manager no ebetimi UC Boise ama game no and so much me akoso no nsam no de eba William Estivao Chelsea akoda we so a wono aba watch the Premier League no man for Caso Barca for so wo mu Lamia ma wo ball de say onimbo ne ball da do ye kan say Madrid o mu so ye so ye wo Jude no ana fe Mbappe awo mu Joanna Chelsea for no wo mu ntia akoda we hu ja William Estivao akoda no said the Brazilian star yi ewo ni mu waje ball na for tia so na o ba no wan hwe o ye panyin kra de suli ade wo be di Premiership no de season we meaning say the players ni bi be di suli ya papa e what is a game no na Chelsea for no o mani abdo reporter men say kan say kudai e de atuda say on timi ntwen kra ni nyina ne say on timi ntwen hit grounds no e England e no our Stamford Bridge na ni nyina no and say wa monitor English Premier League na English football no wa monitor and so matimi ache na afei anamra no enso adua o be say obetimi abana afei wa be bona juma jama Chelsea ntabranche e say we are ready for the game and enso my paso ni nyina no Premier League na nkasa ana akodai kasam na de afa ho William Estivao and the denim no adem na ba Chelsea manager friend say Enzo Maresca and Nico Jackson na boy enso nkomo tse no so Nico no wo kusu training with a team dia urban sam do kanyina no and say or training with the team nemom onye involved our Chelsea project wo mo ensom aye na do and say transfer window is still open ekwan ensom atawa boy obi a obebe bia ni sika ensom aye kama bia no wo mo enso betina ensom beja no kwan amana ko chuku emeka adia no say and city on abranche fan say chuku emeka dia no ana manager Enzo Maresca atem na tudo so ne boys ni training boys ben no mo training wa say boys wo mo stand by to say Nico imo and wo mo maka no mo guso mo training say the ben no ma Enzo ngabe kama wo mo guso training say the ben wo ba resolve wo mo issues atem ama wo mo and no ayen sama manager no ade atu 20 players wo mo ni plans mo waka point blank ade atu da say season overball and na ma manager no Enzo ngabetimi am ya we no a reporter bench probably do no and so they say boy our chance one Enzo ebetimi akona fe ba bia so no ekoto aso ebadwuma bia no one Enzo ngatimi ato aso manager Enzo Maresca atema Chelsea and do e ba Manchester team no wo mo Enzo ejina kono Ruben Amorim nie na ose wosua no mabebre manager no atem atuda sa sensa o join Manchester United team no adisua dia edoso edu ba bi na emoye den adiama no ni nyina chi no osua dia etena se hwe kwan o de Man U team no abefa so akate Man U back to the track kakra Man U ko wa mani manuama start here peke manager Ruben Amorim say osua dia o join team na nuama bebre and osua yente manager.
I learned a lot last season. One of the things that I learned is that I don't need to focus a lot in the future. That doesn't matter. I don't care. I just want to win against Arsenal, to focus on Arsenal, and I need to live day by day, like my players, and focus in each game. So I learned that everything that gets a little bit noise to our team, I have to take out of the picture. So I just prepare to coach my team against Arsenal. I learned a lot last season. One of the things that I learned is that I don't need to focus a lot in the future. That doesn't matter.
Basamarim, our the players, our two mobile Jumano, Mamma Branch friend is Lenny Yoru, was a kudai, said the year no Kakan Kakao Baye, one monitor was a kudawe enche, obey one of the best centre backs. Oh, yes, Yaka centre backs, so many bonnet bar, enchakra, ye ball listener, Lenny Yoru, and your wana, obey two, yentia coachino. Ya to that is all kasa alpha kobe minor players who move a young day my team a friend of Manchester United or doing some no they bought say Yoru one of the best center alpha and so and sabet me can this season our premiership no nam Arsenal and the man you know Victor Jokeres former striker at the amount na akudai wa coaching it facing Victor Jokeres no at say and was say boy no on bob bopa on to me and take me bien free boy no because our Lisbon na akudai and so a man goes our team room na or see different league and a boy na bamno na the physicality different our premiership no and I'll compare free Victor Jokeres maybe free at them bana nemo on your surprises guy and so at rem our Premier League no or ball at the ama Arsenal no Kenyan is akudano and in Bonebo yentien sama Victor Jokeres oka at the final.
The physicality is different. In Sporting, they have a very good group of scouting because they live from the players that they can buy and then sell to survive. I think he's a very good player. He's going to give different characteristics. It's going to be different if we face in the beginning of the game Victor or Havertz, for example. So we need to be prepared for that. But it's not a surprise to watch Victor in the big club in England.
To the Manchester United coach no and what in some Deba Benjamin Sesko was a moment a branch and a time our Manchester United is about us no run a man for pressure and kono say a branch fan is Matthias Cunha and after Brian in Bermo omienu die responsibility no say omienu so entimoma a branch fan Benjamin Sesko na ontimi and fa adapte the English football say the ba nyama ebetimi akoye de amankrawe and so emmanuel coming to what can say Matthias Cunha there what testy and after Brian Bermo and him league no name Benjamin Sesko and Yamre Mumani time when I'm on my pressure and so I'm a crano so and no manager and some what did to the Manchester United team no our Carlos Baleba reporter Vanessa Kudai woman dear Crystal Palace for Ebetimia Jemo and a woman Yemo reporter Vanessa Adam Wharton a player you see alternative no any I woman RSO womu any better in the Crystal Palace nafe Adam Wharton £70 million and then womu RSO kwambiaso no womu betimi de afa Adam Wharton nafe Adam abedijuma because say and Adam abranche fan say Carlos Baleba no say Brighton and imagine so mejemu na say Crystal Palace also no womu be say abranche fan say ne Adam Wharton na wodawa womu be konafe womu akoye say womu betimi anya abranche no womu de na ba reporter be say yes Manchester United and proceed with a branch of Carlos Baleba, the Cameroonian, and the midfielder. As I say, Brighton Fonisem Omedia, £115 million, and I say, Womo RSA Ometimi Aje, na Womo Ade, a branch of Carlos Baleba, £150 million a year. Yes, and a Mayu Fonise, the body, and I just Ometia Sikana Note, Manchester United says Sikano Ewaso, and no I am Mayu for reporter. Womo atem na be adon something no and so atem na ano pro so no so ya say in Sancho and so ya na as a Roma of an omudiaba no and na dey say convincing and na dey say convincing say so movie massa akwa we ope play am say on fancy kasem ni agro a in Sancho one Chelsea teso any adem union teso say yes Roma for offer so no and ya so oye convinced and reporter but Arsenal team no wo mu training ya yenko Arsenal training ground so na fe ani nkomo ne arrested nyama ebesia ko mu game against Manchester United pass Arsenal fon ko dai enie Max Dorman nom ana wo show mo training na wo mu eba na from mo ababe de juma na ya arrested nyama esi ko Arsenal team no se we se de nkodai anso da bia na ba ko Trinity no aba any a decision way ya branch Max Dorman wono ana Trinity at say de obi e kan wansem e England or na utie ensama eno eba Jimmy Redknapp say akoda way I kind of when Rooney at the age of 15 massa na enya is Premier League no na ye who sa type of player yi Rooney level the buyer ni age and the ball our boy and na fe o kai wani Rooney ko ya hwehwe mu ni ade Dali Ali no kuda bi pie ya Marcus Rashford no we ba na ye tini din oba boss level no sa kuda we dem ye dan obedu level a eso otro na ye betiem na Jimmy Redknapp kakra wode atoda Max Dorman ne de wasa kuda yi obenya ne break to dig season our Arsenal.
Heard of one. You've got one in your that's going to be coming through this year, Max Dowman. Yeah. He's probably the best young player. I mean, I played against Wayne Rooney when he was 16, 17 years of age at his debut. I was playing for Tottenham. I remember Stanley looking at him in a tunnel thinking this kid is just different. And I've not seen a buzz around anyone since Wayne like this young man has. I've seen it. I've known Max since he was about 6, 7 years of age. I remember seeing him many years ago. I think the boys probably, I think you were probably doing a soccer school, Colt, and I'm not even sure if you were there. And I remember thinking this kid is just different. He's left-footed. He's got such balance. Obviously they've got so many good players in that area with Saka and Waneri and Odegaard, but he will make a breakthrough this year. He is too good. I think he probably could have played last year as well, but he's 15 years of age, but he is different. As I say, the last person I saw like this was Wayne Rooney, but Max Dowman has just got absolute star quality. He's going to be sensational. Well, I'm sure you've heard of one. You've got one in your that's going to be coming through this year, Max Dowman. Yeah. He's probably the best young player. I mean, I played against Wayne Rooney when he was 16, 17 years of age at his debut. I was playing for Tottenham. I remember Stanley looking at him in a tunnel thinking this kid is just different. And I've not seen
up for a day womu and so a prediction pan womu do to second. Now say Arsenal to win Premier League no a day. Obianiwa wa tepe Arsenal say season no start here. Arsenal bet me title winners na Martin Odegaard ana womu bisani said debia Mobile League na Arsenal is so close na Arsenal for no my close to the title and what they are to say omo as a players no kromo bono edu babia na omo RS League no wo make me age nemo title na du babi na mu ya dentemawa say uni bibiaka na do de betudwa and say debia omo get close to winning the title extra fire at the matim no kakra Arsenal ebedu Martin Odegaard kakra etudwa.
Over the last few seasons now, obviously Arsenal have got to a position where it's second again, and it feels like it's so close each time. Yeah. How does that feel? You know, being the captain and looking at your side that you can see the potential, but whilst also seeing the pressure on them and also pressure on management as well. You know, how do you feel about that going into a new season?
To be fair, I think it just motivates me. I think. Well, we're in a position where we feel like second is not a failure, but we want more, you know. So I think when you're that close and you really can feel it and you really can taste it, and you know that you're really that close, I think it just motivates me, and it shows that if we just improve a little bit, we can get there. So for me, that's just extra fire in the belly, you know, going into a new season, and yeah, we've been really close, and for me that just gives me the hunger to really do it. So yeah. I see it as just motivation.
Yes, Owuno as a motivation at the team no captain de Arsenal and na Arsenal manager no and so the kakraba me atata mo game no Hanover day against Manchester United. Yes, way more ball.
It's so close each time.
Yeah.
How does that feel? You know, being the captain and looking at your side that you can see the potential, but whilst also seeing the pressure on them and also pressure on management as well. You know, how do you feel about that going into a new season?
To be fair, I think it just motivates me. I think because
get the gay about do baby. Now on Sadia yellow be a shiny sunny. Una do a pair. No say go to them and swap bay. And she's the answer for no. Oma to former Premier League no. Oma to our Moses say a kaka crabby not title at the moment he title no umbewini.
Digging, and you have to be digging because one day the gold is going to be there, you know, and that's all the time. When I've been taught, when I've been educated, and that's it. For 3 seasons, we have more points than any other team in this league, which is incredible. So that's all about the consistency. Now we have to do it in a season to earn 1 more point, or the same amount of points and more goals difference than any other team. That's the objective.
One day consistency. I idea we here 3 seasons near we mo points a wo manya ni nyina no kyerese wo nam kwano so a wo mo betimi aye PP our Premier League no no ateta samote atudwa do nsam no afa ba mame abrantie friend say ne Alexander Isaac ani nkomo enano pe Liverpool CEO aye friend Michael Edwards reporter ban say yase wa fly wo ko twetwe nkomo emergency meeting and so baso ni nyina no and so mu pusi say the player ne do way and so ebetima done e do nsam no at the bench the say Michael Edwards fly and so at the nani atrem na emergency meeting no and so akoso na o ma push for Isaac Dola and so mo yese kwambia so no and you betima camera reporter ban say as a Liverpool follow you o ma twen say wo betimi break bank na a British transfer record bid wo mo at the 130 plus add-ons no 130 million pounds plus add-ons wo mo ebetimi atua na boy wo mo ensom set me Canadian reporter if from my reporter but it's a Newcastle team no wo mo enso ayo ma say boy ati wo mo so atua na se ne se ball no omo biema ya to say wo mo revive wo mo interest PSG and so forward a branch fan say Goncalo Ramos say yes wo mo pen na for no enso matimi ababedi tuma and ya say ada strikers mienu and so an wo monitor mu yase kwambia so no wo matimi ade abanti sa strikers ni mienu no wo mo kyase Goncalo Ramos a player wo no enso account from PSG wo mo ayo matwen se wo mo tene baba na afi wo no enso matimi abegyama po ade amom after say boy ati wo mo enso atua no a reporter if one ma deba Chelsea team no rese o meton abranche nkunku ade nakoba Munchen ayate se ne around 35 million pounds plus add-ons and a Chelsea team no wo mo ayo matwen se wo mo de boy and so ebetimi ama bayana wo mo je 35 million pounds ade wonsam no and so ade ba Tottenham team no wo mo say o mo rese kwan bia so wo mo rese Roma ebe make move no na wo mo and so aresa branch fan se Bisuma wo mo ensam and so etimi aka ne to wo mo twan as a move no and so betimi akoso and ya Tottenham reporter and so eba to wo mo twan se Roma for ba wo mo ebe ja branch no na se Bisuma no and so a movie and no a reporter eba Kingsley Coleman reporter second and say when you stand 3-year deal as a ama Al Nassr eboboko no ayen say cancer salary no around 20 to 25 million euros a year and a branch of fan say Kingsley Coleman and sa ebetimi aka Al Nassr eboboko be Ronaldo and so musina kana fa boyi and so agyinam na for di juma na fenuama ayen kama mami Moro Icardi ni ani kobani nyina ne sa branch best 200 days enye anu enya atase na cruciate ligament here reporter ban so watena fie and so matimi acha na nyina mu no enu anajo wasen go ate ama galaboboko na we go a unu anso sha na timi se wa fi go pa eno ayo Maro Icardi ni go no and yezibi atem ama branwa we ya juma de ama gala enu anajo ayade ehonsem ni pede ma ene anope ade honsem ni nyina no atem ngaba mama Philip Kostic ni ani nkoma reporter ban se Philip Kostic so ya tesa we closer to stay our Juve eboboko ya tesa Atlanta and after Turkey clubs na ni abra wo mo pen the Kostic na mo reporter ban se boy no betimi stay na afi wono atoa so adini the director ni ani nkoma na be morata ni ya say reporter eba and some ono our inte eboboko no se saying wabe shareholder na shareholder na wabe no say transfers any idea no betimi akoso enyina no otimu say wono so ebenya kakra dia fima oni we 2% of any club no enso ownership there say wono aba benya 2% share so you can say shareholder account our inte eboboko no eno eye bebe morata reporter efonu ma de badon sam no enso etimi adema na no pay e wotim no so eno eye reporter ba na say interfere nya bro na owe galaboboko na yeso ma submit offer etiaba Manchester City goalkeeper awomu yese Ederson no omun sabetimi aka no yate say around 10 million omu say masa more than 10 ebe yedan yese City for na yo madwen ese omu pe higher than 10 million euros ene Galatasaray for no de eba say omu de fa Ederson na fe wono enso etimi akoya so omu je more than 10 million yadem ene sansam ni nyina no enso atebo official ye remo e was Spain ni ani komana ni nyina no ene say Barca enso e wo game womu ebe ball na report and say ka ene so mo game against Mallorca no yate say o hwe say de na e kose ye betima register one Garcia and afe Marcus Rashford amomu etimi abo ene La Liga no enye enmanajo and afe eba say de bibia enso your official ade ama Barca eboboko ne say one Garcia and afe Marcus Rashford omienu no wo ma register omonte eno eye reporter ba ne say nyame adom ene wo metime sia kan afe nuama enso eye kama team na shadow adeto so atem nama ne Barca wo mo etim ne nyaki penanom and afe one Garcia coach anom enye Ariandro Balde and afe Ronald Rajo Kubasi nom wo mo ane daso awo list no ma obe one Garcia wo mo obe say Marcus Rashford enso no traveling squad wo mo etem movie ade awon sam ni nyina no ade ama one porter ade atuda say the official voice wo mo anya register wo ma wie na to de to da nyina ne say Senanyumre coach IFN say no Hansi Flick and agency obebo Marcus Rashford obebo one Garcia oh kwan so bo mu because say emre bia no achichiri wo mu abiem ade a eso mu ye bia no team no enso atimi aye no aye Laporta our new president of Barcelona our day registration on some no afem ba possible lineup ya te say aye dan one Garcia ebedam Jules Koundé ebebo Ronald Rajonom eboku Basi ebejem Alejandro Balde and afe Pedri nom ejem Lamine Yamal and so ebe start Fermin Lopez bebo Rafinha and afe Abrantia ye fere se Ferran Torres munyina no ye te se omo and so ebetima start nemom no the right back or and ye se manager nom ebebo Abrantia fere se Jules Koundé and as Eric Garcia omienu no why and ebe start and no and ye se manager no ebe se ene adase obe start Jules Koundé and so honti possible lineup na de ya tese Abranche Jules Koundé e wo tese ni fafa so ono ebegina ho na me e ya duma game Barca enso na bani report fuel e de La Liga president ya fani Javier Tebas akasa on La Liga game o mo se o mo anhwe ya CGE o mo ebehese o mo de bi be ko US na fe Miami o mo atimi abo in the matches ni ebi ho na La Liga president say ono de we are very convinced pass e be si afi womu edomo match ne betu kwan ade akọ US Miami Mountain so now I say clubs nankasa ana request tieniye wase clubs no and request sir ombe say omo games no outside Spain and way anwade ato no say process no womu go so womu ne FIFA and UEFA and so edin komo mo fa process no womu fam area bibia be kama na afro mu enso travel and no I report for de ba don some no aveba Franco Mastantuano a player Madrid for no enra anato Abranche ade ato da wase and Madrid call e ba no wase du ba bia aduma yeye na obi afrozo chairman me besenka me no ya aduma awutimi se nipa ya wo fra wi he nipa no mu odu untimi deny the call e ma ni nyeye enti de no so okay Madrid for na afra me de na me ni hwe kan esa me ba na me be ya aduma nti wanya second thought Abraham Madrid enso edu mu call e ba ye se wo mu hia ne se o medi djuma emfama Real Madrid bobo ko Franco Mastantuano enso nyen some de atuda and ya MVP ebo say ono okamo biate eno no kwa na beka Madrid are the best club we are so tumo onyin tumo Madrid are the best Madrid we are nyina Madrid team no nim bobo and je say ono obobo at the biggest club we are say Franco Mastantuano enye akrawe and so na kakra tuda ya je ensem no play bo say tie so ye bia at Madrid bobo ko no obeye as a player obe giving it all at Madrid bobo ko na no air reporter yan sam like Jude Bellingham and so I started our training or pitching so I was starting our Tumika they say after say unya air surgery no was starting AD and the training and check diabetes and no and so ever boy Jumate amatimna yate awon some pino and so ngatema nano pay na yase Madrid for no woman targeted and the Tottenham captain you funny Christian Romero woman targeted say as a Madrid no a project to adia bakwa mbia se wutie me na ya Barca ni anasem ya Chelsea o ya Man City ni o de be pe Don Florentino Perez enye ono o ya project or sporty player from afar but mu player bi no akaso akodai ye benya no but enya fi embia be 2 years time and ye benya na Madrid fatnasia senya injury and be deny player na Madrid Evertono Edinaba Madrid Edwomani Zimbabwe won yateya no mahwim ade afi PSG and so ensem na de yatin say Cristiano Romero a player our yatin say Romero no wo mo say kwambia so 2026 next year Madrid first wo mo target ye na akudai and so I say yeah news say Madrid be say akwai and so the anhwe ya na dwen and so betimi asesa bra ne contract aba na wie ye Everton nama yate awonsam ni nyina no ate emma ene ewo show no so after say na me aduma next season na kan 1 year and so our club e friend say ne Tottenham and I report for no Madrid awonsam no ate amount Madrid for no woman ya report aba say one Garcia ebe say JC number 13 and ate ama Barca na fe Rashford no and so as a 14 JC at a moment no I report a few at by James and Trafford a goalkeeper I had to say Man City and Man City ni Wolves game no nyame atoma wano ebe dem and anumre and no I report a few City game no and so ni Wolves eba say James Trafford ebe dem I want some no ave ba na manager for the pebble there was say Anderson there or remaining number 1 goalkeeper nim go ne da bibia ni obetimi attack e dey fi boy and so no na ban say goalkeeper our premiership no ma way or rating number 1 ethiopia and no I am some kakrote atuda ya dia wonsam no nyina no and so ngate mama former striker our premiership no charting call nie na charting call e dey atuda say Arsenal chance of winning the title womu ade Victor Joe Caresabano and no ya de ba ko a obetimi aka say at the pressure ever manager I find say Mikel Arteta say na edu baby usu ni striker a obetimi abont na mo agiligi say akopa bi adiaba unni excuse asobema yentie charting call kakra what it do that.
Well, this is going to be the test. You've got Arteta definitely thinking that he's got the right man now. Because he didn't want to just go and get any striker. It had to suit the style of play that he deploys. And I just looked at it and I think, you know what, as long as he's happy, then there's pressures on him now. Because they can't have the excuse, oh, we didn't get a striker. We thought Havertz was doing that role. Yeah. And I looked at it and I thought, I never saw him as an out-and-out striker, ever. So now he's got an out-and-out striker that can score goals. We've seen it. Seen him playing in Europe and doing really well, so hopefully he can convert those goals into goals for Arsenal.
Yeah. Do you think they have this kind of squad at the moment that have the capability to go on and win a Premier League?
Yeah. Listen, they've got a strong squad. When you look at what they're delivering every year in year, you can say that they're unlucky, not getting it over the line to go and win the league, but they're always in and around it. So now, hopefully, this is the final piece. And they've just recruited Noni Madueke as well from Chelsea. So they are strong and they've got cover in every position, I believe. Well, this is going to be the test.
Now, Akumia captain near Bruno Fernandes near decision. I will make it. I will stay. Our Manchester United and our Twaso, our boy Jumade, Ama Rubin, Amorim, and the Mayuno or the Kakra Atuja, Kakra or the Tuja, all rejected £100 million. Oh, now Sikanan what day from Ela. Now, Edimpa, Yente Kakra, what they to that decision to stay. Our Manu. Well, yeah, Bruno Fernandes readiness over Casa. You will tell them say Nibuafunano paper. Bruno no, I know I can for day banditimuno, and so and Yatnase Yade and some of Betwaso a day Amash Samabi Bianso at me. I come a Bruno Fernand in ye.
No, I haven't fulfilled my dreams here yet, so I think I still can give something to the club. I think I'm still in a position where I'm helpful. So the thing for me, I've always said, I will be here until the club decides Bruno it's time to go. And obviously, I know it was tough on the club to decide that because it was a big amount of money that the club has never get in the past. Probably since Cristiano left, that was the last one that they got so much money for a player, and I know probably on the club was tough to decide because from one side they have the club captain, a player that's being important for them, even if times are not being great. I've been performing and everything, and I know on the public eye will be bad if things go wrong, but will be very good if things go well and if they sell me and they get more players and whatever. But in my mind I've always said this is the place where I want to be. The dream of coming and playing to the Premier League, because for me is the biggest league in the world, and I want to fulfill my dreams of staying here and winning more things with the club. But obviously, as I said, I know that people will have different opinions. Oh, he's 30 years old, he's getting old, he's not, but I
40's not old, Bruno.
Yes. Another weekend is here.
Na you will be soronko a ye de be ma ye tie for weekend.
Yes. Also in coast no.
Oh yes, your coast no ha.
Yeah.
Iti weekend bia ye betena se a mato bibidi the Super 8.
The Super 8.
The Super 8 weekend bia na me preview 8 solid games at the amount.
Okay.
That is aside your quotes na ye de be ma no.
Okay.
Iti ye preview a the obe pick free no a pick free. Okay. The own picking free no so no I said no so betimi ayede e betimi asi.
Yeah.
By besa ma quotes for the weekend. Weekend bia e betena ase e be ma Saturday course miensa me ma Saturday Sunday combined 2.
Okay.
Well analyzed quotes. We dey share nya adaje pan ye cookie di amount.
Yeah.
Ye to ye bo ase. Ye cookie di amount. We are not in a rush crowd. Until you always have a fantastic weekend with us.
Yeah.
Especially through your favorite betway.
Sure.
And a betway no crown. Also we say Thomas went to me and na ba ku bi say kra na.
Opportunity.
Opportunity e be say we sika we say o sabe ti my head.
Yes.
Aka bet saver.
And na man e no.
And sa man ya akono kra na. You say ba ku boy do an e do kwa o.
Sabe pe.
Na sika akokra.
Munya hwifrim. Titie ni ye. Ye mbo ma wo.
Oh yes, bubo ko mo na me
na o mo fasa na fa be we mame. Yes. Enti the edika 113 odds.
And only Saturday and
Saturday and Sunday ni akabom 113 odds. 113 odds.
Yes.
Inti I want some no 113 no BWA F71 D40 BWA F71 D40
Saturday and Sunday no.
Saturday and Sunday 113.
Yes.
The toss is 60 odds.
60 odds.
Yes. BWA F71
48E
BWA F71 48E
480 and also Saturday and Sunday 60 us and no yama goes on kwa
yes Shannon
yama goes on kwa overs
the toss here 20 us BWA F70 E28 BWA F70 E20
and we are 28 E28 no and we are 20 us and no overs so nkwa yes overs nkwa
okay
goes ni be flow
okay the toss here 11 us
no
hoshi
BWA
F70 BWA F70 770 and we 11 us and at the chat to a 6 us and
a weekend
Fekawanum BWA F70 058 BWA F70
058 na eno Capo ma mente ho kakra bi mfama wo mo se mete ho akere wa sa oso no yesi Tottenham be hye ofie woni ben
okay
sa oso no yesi Man City be hye wa we sa oso no yesi Barcelona be hye
okay
sa oso no yesi Monaco betena fie ahye
okay
sa oso no yesi Union Saint-Gilles omo Belgium betena fie
o mesha awini
obo home
okay
ye wi a yesi Bayern Munich ni Stuttgart no over 1.5 kuchop
anu ne
NAC
also no nze de mudawo
o Capo
de kakra bi
it Sharak be bo anu apene e o Facebook on it mo amohwe na mo opportunity yes but Capo me asase ni anim komo ne mfam free say and no pay ya ye be transfer stories me do ba be Rome Liverpool game no then here preview games na da here and na masal ma bi mu bu free pa ye ba be komo ase hwade ya Capo and the news are making here say Bereche is say omo excluding from Crystal Palace ni Chelsea game no na wa agree personal terms with Tottenham Hotspur iti ebeya
omo ma ne
kwan no nko medical ka say ye twa to them season because now players are forcing moves away from their clubs.
The season with the M's as what they for
no yados. Players are forcing moves out of their clubs. And me to me say because of two reasons. One, I think the players are realizing that teams are overpricing them.
Okay.
Omo ni say omo teams no mu si akan mo omo no gisika bi e bra dwen ntiase so.
Okay.
Any kwansan ko omo je. And teams are making huge amount of money from them by stretching deals. They are tossing you. Omo ni say teams never benya a greedy attitude per omo ni sika no benya free player no rather than player in the future.
Okay.
Me medical catch say understanding the food chain in the transfer market is very important. Iti ono Ebereche is in Crystal Palace. Obe expect say Crystal Palace in terms of the food chain. Tottenham Hotspur were any muchen. And besides, Tottenham Hotspur kwa the UEFA Champions League and they'll provide me an opportunity to play. Many workers say only the likes of Michael Olise Munesi so.
Yeah.
Oma Bama say Michael Olise Bobo or Himfa. FC Bayern Munich. So he also believes that this is the perfect opportunity for him.
So no so be move
there Tottenham Hotspur. We call the Onya make a super leap. Just a team above Crystal Palace, which he also believes is so kopie mo Tottenham Hotspur. No say about home modern e ho no so no betime any opportunity to move away from Tottenham Hotspur, go to another club and also achieve because he believes he is not growing young.
Okay.
And his one quality Capo me to me say in the Premier League only body boy pa and obeha enhance this particular Tottenham team. O Ebereche is so or button. O Savio say be on super ball left wing.
Yeah.
Now Mohamed Kudus is so ball right winger. I think they have a fantastic trio behind the center forward in the shape of Dominic Solanke.
Okay.
I only see a Karima Tottenham Hotspur. It's another what here was a corner pa de obeko. Munyano it more excluding from Chelsea and Crystal Palace match no you ba be preview that game you ba be the effect or Crystal Palace game so against Chelsea but that is the news that is coming out.
Okay.
Manchester United enye bibi o me o wiase bia say either so mo ne Baleba benya pre-agreement before the summer.
Omunya pre-agreement.
You see how Brighton operates. This is how they operate. Before Brighton sells any player no more make sure some more replacement on my line up. That is how they deal. Brighton, a banner tonwa. United fan behind Brighton, many issues say Brighton 3 more than Biana no correct. Brighton we are selling club. They will always sell at the right price. Mame for at the right price. They will always sell. But when they tell you they are not going to sell, it is true they are not going to sell. Omunton. What did they mention? And Akodawe quality. No, now me better now the statistics betuda. Improve by statistics. The reason why I believe that he's a top player and he's going to be one of the best defensive midfielders that we have to be warm. If so be a man be boma because potential no so.
Right in.
O check under 23 players or more press resistant. He comes like fit or sit. Omo mudi na nimi nyina Pavlovic mo. Any omo maka Pedro mu na didi nanim. These are players are can naturally nankasa no physically nankasa omo nya fit to say the balaba so e physique no. This is a player United should do anything to get him. Unfortunately, Sikano Mama so Brighton and over on the and they are not ready to even negotiate because omo lining up their replacements. Unless they be out time 120 because when Brighton they say, hey, 120 they broke I said the other so because Anna we say so more born in level like I said Abo Brighton. I've always said two things: the potential is different from quality will be offer.
Yeah.
They be the Anthony Martial Kylian Mbappe example. Omumi anu ni pia free Monaco no. Player no potential kese pa na Anthony Martial.
Sure.
Per quality ni talent na ekuta no.
Indeed.
By no ye ka omumi anu na na quality players say.
Say they say.
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
Because football is not all about potential but hard work and consistency. What did they mention? Sure. We have on the first full season, but in terms of potential, I could have a press resistant. I could have a proper ball career. I could have say defender on the front foot so well. Was actually a lefty, and the quality he offers in tight spaces. When the height is difficult, we crowd height check I said oh. Yes. And I also carry ball on the check I said oh. And in the first phase of build up, our Brighton and Hove Albion. Not most of the time, you know, it is either so Benya McAllister saw and they drop your ball in the Ako. Kaisedo didn't know to the Shenki because he tackles so well and front foot is always there. Kaisedo so pass the ball so well. But could that win in the first phase of build up, he's also there. But we know only quality in check Kaisedo, a potential. Kaisedo has proven himself at Brighton, not only by one season but 2 solid seasons.
But we saw Trinity Nintino.
We saw Trinity Nintino.
Office na man the price.
That is when they say we are the Kosama. Na onya season no onya na last season no say improve kan wa.
Ni scale
be ba no ho no. Be buruja. Omunya one club pe. Ometime nya be 3 clubs. Medical catch us Real Madrid will be looking for a defensive midfielder. Ometime control possession.
Yeah.
Akoda we betima ma bi. First phase build up. Akoda we betima ma first.
How so bound there.
Defensive midfielder. I'm talking about teams they will need that.
Yeah.
Liverpool will need a defensive midfielder because Wontumi rely on Gravenberch the whole of the season. Subsequently, in seasons that remember mu game so. Gravenberch nankasa ne to be a coach ne person ne kobo center back. Wontumi rely on him the whole of the season and then obi ahunu say in his absence Liverpool will Vivian. Liverpool will be looking for say they will enter into the market and get a defensive midfielder. Chelsea turn Lavia. Who even knows? Enzo Fernandez will stay or not stay. If Chelsea loses any key member in that particular midfield, Chelsea will go into the market for that. And my refusal are loyal customers of Brighton and Hove. What
best bias?
Manchester City share Rodri. Kakra. Now no buy no kakra no contain. City, depending on what will happen to Rodri in the summer, City might also be looking for a defensive midfielder.
Wow.
So you look at options, you know, with teams now.
And then Man U here now.
Bayern Munich.
So me fast.
Bayern Munich. On the other part, Goretzka the last season komu jana kwany.
Yeah.
This season what team remark kakra. They also want to beef up their team. Akodawe omunyina beba. So in your season no nya na. And Brighton are looking at all of these options before they take a decision. But what I'm saying is that if United wants to have a shot, because clubs are nothing shows say United will perform better than them during this season.
Yeah.
Clubs are unless something strange happens for Manchester United to outperform.
Yeah.
But let's be realistic. United are still doing their stuffs. I feel a coach and Nyoma Bebre and Ruben Amorim. And Medica Kacho said, "We are United fan. Don't be overly expectant of the season there, Kwako Remno. Because Mukrana club near Modiani coach in the Kratia say European players no more pay. And a project near 2028. It will be almost a project 2028 and nobody Beji League. I feel no much show mutim under unions.
Yeah.
It is ages no Moses and your mobano. It is a United and finish above that. That means also Timinia program. Arsenal ya debi with Declan Rice. And no Ama City and Timian for Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Arsenal omu korti Declan Rice is respectfully. Not necessarily about some for saying.
Yeah.
Omu korti na throughout the season na kopemisi bedru summer. It is summer no City bede na Arsenal so bede. Ana akula no make it sure. Editor West Ham said there be. Mene Arsenal din komo at what dada and I've given them my word. It is Arsenal na me Mebo. And West Ham negotiating with Arsenal, took the money and allow it to go. But me, the only time I'm going to say we be a C for Brighton here, I said we Brighton in Liverpool. I no so my Brighton ya always say or no Chelsea now no unless Manchester United does something like that, court him till the summer, do a lot of things.
For run it trim.
Now Chelsea be run it trim no. I said Umame,
yeah.
There are a lot of things you need to do to court a player to the summer. Knowing a player no word. And if United are serious about rebuilding, I could have we were 21 by summer no 22. On she could have one season or 2 seasons. Footballer 24, 25.
Or each time, yeah.
It's an investment you can go in for. And those are side players be say I wages in tiny soro. Because at Brighton and Hove, I don't think he takes more than £20,000 a week.
Sure.
What am I say?
Yeah.
We no man bear 50,000 now. Performances can one. One year you can now turn. I heard the Chelsea here no. Oba age no wa fenti no mo ton wo mre. Ama salary no so ni suru ni ntino Chelsea ton wa. Omre replace be a Chelsea dey omoji 30 million and 40 million. Petrovic omo ton ni say 25. Petrovic oba wa na go ama Chelsea bebrebe o. By salary near day. They will form the clubs will calculate all of these things and will get. So that is what happens with a player like Carlos Baleba in this particular. Say do better and get a deal out of it. As any common would know. Okay. Babu when Chantro say was your idea in our quite benign and fatai. I say
okay.
I believe Enzo Maresca is speaking the truth and is being honest. But the way and manner or communicating the issue out no, I think it is disrespectful to the players that are involved, especially in press conferences. Say Obama will make a statement like me the Fafana Bobo. First 45 minutes no, me the boy setting position me the West. First half in the season. How do you expect the player to react in the confidence? What am I saying?
Yeah.
Bankoma mini wudi no asem na wo kane no kore. But the platform now what so now did this ankomo no. Any player now all boni din no detrimental to the player's confidence. Tinam say wade nyina ho kwan. Beni ni nyina na fatai. Then he makes mention of another player again in Benoit Badiashile. Say against Real Betis. Ordinary the same position. That was also game of Mulusu 1-0 by first half.
Yeah.
Pinpointing. Then he comes to Nicolas Jackson. Say Nicolas Jackson and himself also free team him call. You see,
as an insem no okay,
you see how
is he?
You know, he is right. I'm saying that he is right with the discussions he's making.
Yeah.
But I believe the platform he sits on to
or they cancel.
Or they cancel no.
And they're the right place.
No. Detrimental to players' confidence, and in the long run, player be only need delivery or players are moving come. The downfall of many coaches in recent times, right? Jose Mourinho did this thing and did not help him. And maybe not players revolt to Tiano.
But public now make it.
What I say, maybe not players. Players will vote against you. Anna, there are two distinct generations. Generation here we players 3 million more the power. It dey be just say Mourinho ka say me say na oka say me the trigger players said be omo ball betima be ball omo homodin. But this generation of players through me omo because omo agent omo family and they are phones they are way nyoma be brave helping it on komo be kro omo di kra na they feel say wo cassette ya.
Yeah.
But it is true that Chelsea would need a centre back in the mode of Levi Colwill. Now me better now me know this uncommon.
Yeah.
Internally you might think you might have a solution 1 or 2 over there. But I think on the market it gives you a distinct kind of performances in that particular role. When you're about a centre back, when you're about a player for specific role.
Yeah.
You can get centre back. Centre back that's all come market but players who are special for specialized roles, you can form about training your but I think he's trying to trigger the Chelsea in penny for. But the way now I so and he pushes Chelsea in penny for this player and family. One way I believe he was wrong. And in the long run, players nipa there are a lot of things they do.
Yeah.
Ball revolt JBA, form a click be a ball revolt. John Terry Kirby, Obekaya, Chelsea. Almost be the last boss. They'll break you. Players are very dangerous. They are very dangerous. So there is a need for him to be careful, especially in the press conferences. I love how brutally he's honest. May play at the coach you honest and any power honest but sometimes me na say wadi nyina ho kwan.
And a baby I will make you statement.
Sometimes you could literally say Mustafa be against Bournemouth. You can literally say it against Mustafa against Rebetis. What did they mention? And there's a need for. But the moment you pinpoint and mention names,
Adrian player no feeling no after the interview. You know what I'm saying? Baby be and Nicolas Jackson coming from Villarreal was a very good talent. No be also cast a statement to which that means Charlie. Psychologically, no player and it the next game be over filled in the naba na yem shishia cry day.
It's tough.
Because coach maybe boy my money
players need be cry no coach my money or the especially with those as you see now here the boss are rule.
Yeah.
What in the one you bet machine say
said the coach in the pen and
coach the best akotaba me say bia or pefu friend go from
so Enzo
very worried
communication
very worried but he's right.
Yeah, that one.
Oh yes, Chelsea would need a profile like that. He's right. And these are games are in idea any here. Yeah. What did they mention? But quickly away from that particular Chelsea story with that I think the latter stages of the transfer market in the Isak ni Liverpool the so hang and in Komono gusu and I don't think me tear the how say when you're ready so the Isak be can wow Isak any weekend maybe I forget team no.
Okay.
And I think they should also find a way to manage it. Wisa Ebema Newcastle are a little bit flexible. That is how I see it. Also, and they Brentford are signing Dangu Ouattara from Bournemouth. And they know no bano. Maybe to me say Newcastle be push further forward for Wisa. Wisa are not so bad. They will be much more flexible. They will go into the market and I think they will target Nicolas Jackson.
Yeah.
If they should also sign Jackson, then Liverpool will have an opportunity to come back into the discussion again for Alexander Isak. Now I think if you're a Liverpool fan, there are good times. When you just say Newcastle get it through with their signings. Because it might push them to make a decision as soon as possible to sell Brantia, your friend Alexander Isak. Now that is done on the transfer market. You need more about 2 games be Timmy Basso. First one, you need more about Liverpool. Any Bournemouth game now Timmy
Yeah.
Anthony Arola, na me share crowd be first this is your best happening because the back line na as what on nyina. What on the back line nyina. Milos Kekes, Moko, Dean Hoyson, Moko. Then I think that's what Tomba could be my PSG. Zabelli, yeah. Tomba could be my Paris Saint-Germain. Then there's Kepa also move to Arsenal to be a backup goalkeeper to David Raya.
In team the year or so he knew at the front or be.
But no back of the Akite be in Naba. Let me should deal with how what's Richard Hughes. On an sporting director of Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I know few one on Liverpool coffin and then they buy. Or buying who are also targeting the market in the signings away. So I was asking myself, say, one may see Richard Hughes, one may see this group of players. Signing is no better than Adibiaba. But it looks like the team is well coached. Bournemouth, a well coached team.
Yeah.
What I say?
Sure.
And now me heard their setup, the quality of players on Mudi Musi Akai. Any the way I'm hurting Liverpool now, you'd understand. Hey, and this is a moving year pan. I said there's going to be a lot of transitional play in the Premier League.
Okay.
2 seasons ago, now the number of transitional plays and only a kind of counter attacks. And see what the Premier League 2 seasons ago. Now you're around 365 transitions or counter attacks. But last season, a movie to 775. That means a double up crown at the meaning said this season the best as well double up. And you will be a lot of times from Belmont against Liverpool. This season, no teams will set on actually more. No more hitting more counter attacks because they believe say in possession this is a league that needs power, pace. And agility.
Yeah. So
we are going back to a Premier League where it is all about pace, fast breaks, and getting goals as soon as possible.
Sure.
What you say?
My game no so fair.
And then you saw how the game was exciting. Lower lesser teams now will be doing against the big clubs. They will sit back and they will hit you on counter attack.
Sure.
Now you look at this particular setup now that you screen so in terms of the statistics for Liverpool in Bournemouth game. But first of all, I remember the lineup of Liverpool. So Shadrack bet me up one with the lineup of Liverpool. Then the certain decisions that went in now will be added to say Anslot. Liverpool conceded 2 goals. In pre-season games now, Liverpool bought 6 games. 6 games, only 1 game pen Liverpool keep it clean sheet.
Okay.
That was against Stoke City or Mubo Nofi. When you're a Liverpool fan, you'll be worried at the rate at which Liverpool are conceding goals. But I have said so. Make me a Kabibi actually say. So how goals now Liverpool considering and never determine say Liverpool be league down as one day. The only thing that will make sure Liverpool will win the league is the ability to win games.
They conceded by the score.
It's a game the end 5-3. Game the end 5-2. Game the end 5-4. Game the end 3-2. Na Liverpool na win am morning. Dance don't worry so much about the number of goals you are conceding.
Okay.
If you can score more than the opponent, it is much more important. Kayade and Liverpool conceding and common share more than the opponent. That is where you can question them.
Yeah.
But if they are scoring more than the opponent, there is no need for an alarm. Based on 2 things in America's way. Now the Premier League goal determinant factor is a key in terms of determining who is going to win the Premier League. And you're number 1. Number 2, Liverpool time no multi league no consider goals baby. For example, in the last 5 seasons, Liverpool considered less goals now 2021-2022 season. And no Manchester City in the G League no. Liverpool considered 26 goals, almost 94 goals.
Wow.
Omubo draw makumaku 8. And kasa draw no omubo makumaku 8 no komu dane ne kakra bi ye wins a ka league no komu ye komu. In subsequent seasons, even in 2019-2020 when they were winning the league, they considered 33 goals. Meaning say, and yet the number of goals at Liverpool were considered and the Chelsea league no beji anaso omunye dey. Omunye.
Yeah.
Even last season Liverpool considered not less than 40 goals. What you say?
Sure.
So it's all about the number of goals Liverpool concedes in this particular discussion. In the last 5 seasons, the determines Liverpool Belgian League and has won a day.
Okay.
On the most important aspect is about how Liverpool quality be the idea at the really games. And then I made a bomb lineup no so. And now Alisson, Becker, Virgil van Dijk, Nukunate, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kekes, number 2 and number 3.
Yeah.
The double pivot in the absence of Ryan Gravenberch. Wine, McAllister and Zoboslai. In the number 10, Florian Wirtz, Cody Gakpo on the left. On the right is the legendary Mohamed Salah. Then Afonte Hugo Ekitike. On the bench, Mama Dashvili, Gomez, Endo, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Robertson, Ingioni, then Ngumoha. The entire Mama model lineup here to screen here. So say, where the bench of Liverpool? I've always spoken about one thing. Say, per bench, it's not about the quantity, but it's about the quality of your bench. When the free bench ball bet my babenya goes the amount. When the free bench ball bet my bed and game the ball. So enwa nyame mfa de go yota kransie yi.
Yeah.
Otie Anslot in common na odi ni nyina. Anslot person kire say ohwe bench ho no. Na ka nipa ankode ne beben pa ye wan de go yota. Ba na ohunu ba bi obenya de go yota de na ye dey. E de na free aba due to a terrible issue esi na ya abreho. It is true because last season Liverpool wutire ni bia Diego Yota Beckham, for example, their first game on Muboti at Ipswich last season. First half, no goalless. No, be any say Ipswich be Liverpool. After you buy, na Diego Yota be day. What be go in that particular game? O prior or Sakoba any nano. No, Sasu the goals, but he's a quality squad rotational player. Diego Yota, a quality squad rotational player. Now they've also lost a game changer also in Luis Diaz. It replaces now Liverpool lose no. So these are two crucial players. Darwin Nunes don't win because of chances good, but last season there were games that Darwin Nunes so be more so be baby. Yeah. Even against the same Bournemouth, Darwin Nunes be mu be yeah no be Bokela be no dey akoshe last goal no ahye no dey call. So 3 quality attackers. Liverpool lose. There is a need for them to get squad depth, not necessarily in terms of quantity, but in terms of quality. There is a reason why Liverpool are so much bent on getting another attacker, because her bench on them na why eye Kiesa attack no a o metimi abono eye Kiesa eye somewhere somehow Elliot Enyoni ana Ngumoha Capo emu edin kakra edema Liverpool Elliot Enyoni Kiesa Ngumoha emu ha
to show on your bench now.
What I say?
Now her players.
Her players are hold them now. What I say? So there is a need for Liverpool to go and get an attack. I think another video Van Dijk. It cannot born or more. Imagine say a moye day a kitty free muno a Isak never. Capo. Why we opponent are what me always say.
What was some bell chime.
Then you come to the middle of the park. There is Endo Meboa. There is Curtis Jones. Now, in a very tough game, in the absence of Ryan Gravenberch, should they run a Liverpool every against transitions against Bournemouth? Capo what I say? Yeah. And now her bench on my one ever Endo Meboa. And one son ever Jones. Enti metie Liverpool in community see here players. I think I agree with them. Not necessarily in terms of quantity, but quality players that could come into the game and come and help them. Changes also and slot here, yeah. Mami mlemuni kakra. And on nanke Liverpool a draw game no. That change of Wataru Endo, any Milos Kekes, Amwa. And I believe said here Ositi Dane Gravenberch Shebre timid in the boss center back Nibino. And Kamisu Suyema Komoma Shimika Central. Nan komo trying to right back nibi because now Wataru Endo be share right back on enya kura because nay on Liverpool centre backs no omo ton kwansa no omo ra market na fe no mo ne magayi ye dey edi nkomo they will need a centre back in that particular position and no say no ntimi fa Joe Gomez and be right back because all the ne ba na centre back ni bibi ko sisi ya wan e ko she this one Wataru Musa ko centre back.
Yeah,
Wataru is not a centre back, Gravenberch is not a centre back. Gomez will have to move into the centre back position. So these are things we are discussing here. Chimikas no a fullback, all the number right back now. Ebe you should be about said yes it about 2 no 3 no because about 3. Makeshift. So I think for games like this you could have actually put him in at least Oberton what I say but for games nibi. Because I feel he could have been a better fit than Wataru Endo. Right back and changing the bantem dodo. Fullbacks in the changing the bantem too much. And I think Ancelot will be looking forward on a coach by Kwame Penasem due to 2 things. 1, his ability to change systems during the game. And number 2, Nasonya Day.
So in a transition here.
So on Ancelot Nasonya Day. When he does a mistake in the next game on here, he will correct it as soon as possible and give them the results. Okay. And on idea about PMU statistics, no idea me feel say impact in Liverpool. Now with the statistics, Obi Bisa we were you know our Brimpon CP, senior man journalist. So say, let's not forget that this season will be more competitive than, and so conceding more goals this season could be a problem if other clubs keep competing. Oh, and I make us say, we be season now. City points are now. I do the League of Liverpool. Now normally any goals points. Yeah. But the dynamics of this season also no. Points. So now we can say season we know be the league. Points. Inti said the amount for so very competitive from their side no. It is a meeting come on me catch you say. Liverpool conceding no worry. Yeah. But you can say so much headache for Liverpool fans to be scared.
Okay.
Say enunti league no. Omunti because more an attacker. Omutimisha more goals the moment. And then I was really impressed with Hugo Ekitike. Shadrack Betty made in the highlights not to screen this one. One, link up. Two, intelligent movement.
Sure.
Technically, when a height in tight spaces. Oh, my Liverpool 30 goals this season.
Hugo Ekitike.
But his quality to involve himself in play. He presses so well when he hold that play. I see. Or one touch, so you were free game in Quran. I buy the 9 Tony Beboni say, first game yet. There are certain games that will be off, obeying bad days.
Yeah.
But I think the technical qualities in terms of the hold that play, anyhow, or connecting with the wingers and the midfielders, no, top notch and intelligent. He will only grow to become better. Only what did I mention? He will have bad days, but I think the signs are good. The signs are really good, especially with linking up with players. And on the height in India, Bobo the man no yes any show anymore.
Nigeria day
defender when the ball to head on say patience no one pray no. Abotre no nya to pick a spot. Maybe position on the ball on the toe, you know. You would understand, say he's going to be a good addition for Liverpool. 19 they said they be a Makacho said but I think they are getting in a quality. I've never had a doubt about inequality. But at Liverpool pressure, he will have bad games. He will have bad games. For sure, will be bad games. But it doesn't take away the fact that he's a quality addition to this particular Liverpool setup, and he will make them take. Obama Liverpool take a certain moment within the game. And now, Shadrack Beboy with statistics now. Now, mention what they be about the entire maker say, and now more transition game for even Liverpool themselves and how Liverpool will need to keep more possession. She PPD, you know. You can't PPD na a possession per defensive action. PPD, a possession per defensive action. Meaning, say, the number of passes you can play and asana passes per defensive action. The number of passes you can play and sana what lose possession and more about taking and defense, either interception or what better clan and bibisa. She Liverpool, you know, a wofon pa. Nefa to Bournemouth, there, no. That means Bournemouth was literally able to keep more or play more passes before they engage in a defensive action.
Okay.
Omo pass check akra ansa na bi omo lusubu anase bia bibia sa omo chia omo betake and omo be intercepted. What did to Liverpool there no one? Meaning say Liverpool were not so much decent in possession yesterday, despite the fact say omo kuta 61% possession.
Okay.
What am I say? Errors. Meaning say they did so many errors in the middle of the park by losing balls. And then the cover Florian-Wirtz the end, but Florian-Wirtz lost possession 19 times and ran. And on your news because every single attacking midfielder loses ball. I'm going to Bruno the number of times he loses ball. Monko the number of times and Kevin De Bruyne lose ball. What am I say?
Yeah.
But it also raises concern. Say Liverpool will need to do a lot in keeping the ball to make sure say omunya opportunity to defend so much. And the men no consider a lot of transition DTR woman first game of the season. Her quality chances never was no. Zero never on equals on neck from low quality chance to high quality chance. Now compare with Bournemouth and compare Liverpool there no. The number of high quality chances are Bournemouth in high. Bournemouth did not get so many chances as compared to Liverpool. Until Liverpool 0-0 and also be brave. Bournemouth but the number of times are Bournemouth in high quality chances against Liverpool. So meaning say Enra, Bournemouth did one or two things that made them right. XG for Liverpool 2.2, Bournemouth 1.6. I think Liverpool first game they will definitely grow.
Yeah, for that one day
they will definitely grow. And I make us say in these hard times, you know, you can only guess a Liverpool will squeeze out results. You starting league this year, who he has all over to 2 years because we have international break by September. August, and what 3 matches now, but not do 2 years. Yeah, Cobra, Okoba no asabe twaso. No relax, no picking up the momentum. Good results for Liverpool yesterday, and they can only get better.
Good.
Away from Liverpool, myself, the Monfanton Chenka Kram, the best free gym.
Okay.
Deserve. Oh no, to the be an outdrain one say because we hit team you could tell more. And now I'm double pivot and I'm mobile. Angel Gomez ni PM Hoiberg. Andre Rabiot on the board 10 and ra. Rene red card. Still not went to me and shit. PM Obama young. Missing Greenwood. Capo. It's a joke.
I'm gonna come home.
Yeah. away from that, you preview the Super 8. Tawasu ye neti ye mame. You preview the Super 8.
Okay.
The Super 8 in the number 1. The DFB Super Cup. You be between Bayern Munich and Stuttgart. And your mommy and son are maybe in this particular game. On say and Pempi na twem na say mra twem ya na abo the German Super Cup no. Na a normal trophy the beto so near there, but this time it's quite different because some of the France Beckenbauer. Shadrack betimi the match preview we na to so a.
Okay.
Obo aha. Eti atuni din the France Beckenbauer. Biem kakra also bi aseda obi bobo obi won chen kakra.
Yeah.
France Beckenbauer no matwa na de na to tokromu kakra bi no.
Legend no.
O se ho at na da Shadrack fan ni na to screen so they me free so let's enjoy the conversation. Na I'm for person who the information no mean that I don't because me don't hear me. It project the full picture on the screen for me. It were the France Beckenbauer Cup now. Also in Chebiana in January France Beckenbauer a free mo. France Beckenbauer the man game where special years so if Stuttgart is on the Bayern Munich.
Wow. The Kaiser. Medical catch us in number 5 Jason. Bayern Munich they are turn chamber be say mama Jason because o define an era not only for Bayern Munich but for German football proper player as the libero. That role na nka Italian for na nka age aboso. But proper sweeper. Oni born pass, oni born twe. Ballon d'Or award the FIFA best na mu no kra has also been featured there.
Yeah.
Ana mo di gold kakra bi afa ho. E won chen kakra. Trying to depict the kind of trophies are or jedema both teams and the influence in both teams in the shape of Stuttgart and the Bayern Munich. And no matter any good kakra bi ono ne bobo no and that trophy.
Okay.
So it's a special day and a special game for both teams. Especially Abraham Mosebono Stuttgart Stadium. Last season, Sebastian Hoeneß, the Stuttgart team new produce a quality finish. Omo season no, omo ball 6 games na omo shebe 15 goals. Now in the preseason na ya born cry no, hwe the number of goals omo asaso coming in against Bayern Munich. It is a moment to remember the legendary France Beckenbauer, the Kaiser. A special trophy, a special stadium, and 2 special teams at Dana Komaso. Number 2, it is a game for the attackers. Dennis Undav and Wontumi. Wontumi about a player Obia Penway Europe, including Bayern Munich. Stuttgart is 65 million euros or more than China. The latest Euro under 21 championship I boy, you know. One of the strikers almost down with the tournament in Mupano. There's Akodano, 21 years. Our height, technically, we're solid. Current height now, Capo is born than an unknown team, Bocani team one or the bed. By the born to form society, Bobone Pa. Against Bayern Munich, Luis Diaz, Hurricane, Michael Olise. Almost 15 goals in a few games on Mabo in terms of Stuttgart for no friendly matches no Mabo no attackers no. Then we will have Bayern Munich there's almost Bogum sa Luis Diaz Bogum Olise Bogum sa and Hurricane so she. Last season Bayern Munich accumulated 82 points but most 99 goals conceded 32 goals. Since 2017-2018 now Bayern Munich conceded less goals than season year it came we almost conceded 32. Now why Upamecano the contract issue still hanging in the balance. Oma Messi players be to say Aito injured in the country on Yamba back. Oma Kofa Jonathan Tah Edinaba. Let's not forget say Jonathan Tah was a crucial player for Bayer Leverkusen when they went through a season and we are unbeaten. Experience Obi, quality Obi, Obe partner Dayoto Upamecano. What the total Stuttgart had a very abysmal performance last season because Wontumi moving from 72 points in 2023-2024 season and many 50 points and that means 22 points adrift. I am many a belly for line and a boy the DFB Pokal this year Monaso. But this is the second time in the second season they are playing a Super Cup. Last season Omulusu on penalties against Bayer Leverkusen. Shadrack and Maya the possible lineups between the two. Key component of this game, results a bit probable goal scorers. Bayer Leverkusen will look to rely on
Angelo Stella to control possession. Or one player, Real Madrid any brace and come fan for the number 6 rule. On no more friend or for Acrobato no. And no. Boys in the hand almost renesa.
Cross.
Yes. And Carazo ne Angelo Stella at the backline. Sabon is a case. Miss Lentat, German international no started the bomb of Wagnerman. Then Obeba anymore. Sika kono player no. Okay no. James Llewellyn. Okay, the Sika kono. Oko for Llewellyn for the
Black Stars and Kofas.
Yes. Furich. Then Dennis Funda never whatever. That's how. Bayern could be looking forward to have Jonathan Tah, Conrad Lima, Stanisic, Michael Olise, Luis Carl, Luis Diaz, Hurricane. Game no will be decided by Stella in the middle of the park against Joshua Kimmich and Goretzka. Okay. Possession on the dominate or party the game. For action. But I think this is a game about both teams to score and over 2.5. Okay. Goes between these two sides. These two sides. But open cool liar. This is a game go bet my corner for over 2.5. Anytime goal scorer, go bet my for Hurricane. Okay. Anytime goal scorer, bet my for Wontumi in this particular setup. Okay. But Bayern Munich to win this particular cup. Okay. To Bayern win. Vincent Kompany. I'll be very surprised because they have too much quality. Sure. And Luis Diaz has enough bite to this team. Quickly, Monaco bebo Le Havre. Le Havre for last season a card de Comore. Nyamena Gio mo de car league nim. Monaco akofa Paul Pogba. Monaco akofa Ansu Fati. Expectation in now was wrong. Yeah. But it's a Shadrach bet me a boy with a possible lineup of Monaco. And Le Havre, then I'll decide where they are going to win this particular game from. I think Minamino more. Still no more strength. Yeah. I'm looking out for the partnership between Lamine Camara and Paul Pogba in that particular double pivot because they produce so much quality. Now in the middle of the park, I'm hoping there's still Denis Zakaria. In this particular Monaco team, I'm wondering more enough physicality in the middle of the park. I'll be very surprised. And then I started game. Brian Mbolo mo also multimedia goals to Minamino mo. Maluk Semo also multimedia goal to Beres. Beres last season no team share 4 goals in a match. Any 3 goals in a match. I think say Samata. Okay, Samata, that Tanzanian player no. Yeah, but AFCON club started them at home. Yes, honestly a quality player, but I don't think they have more than a fear. So me compete against Monaco. Meaning say Ali Toure mo be hard you Vivian there, but trust you me, Monaco. I'm tipping player like Mbolo to be anytime goal scorer. I'll be very surprised if Monaco Tenerife lose game we are. They'll win. Because this is the medical I said they will need to compete against the likes of Paris Saint-Germain for the league. Last season they started so well. What the quality? The quality no one. So open is safe. I'll bet Marco over 1.5 in this particular game. Okay. But open a year I'll bet Marco straight win 4. Obiti say Monaco, so obeti me a winning game now. Okay. Away from that particular game, there's going to be PSG and Nantes. And a game number 3. Okay. PSG and Nantes. Nantes ended the season so well in terms of the quality of football modernity. PSG and Nantes last season, modern quality football. But I asked myself, say PSG in over a month, almost first professional game. After such Chelsea show by 4 goals against Tottenham Hotspur, they did not start well, but they came in so well. Last season, and this season, Moises Simon became a crucial part of this particular non-team. But this season is not there. Okay, Coquelin.
Francis Coquelin.
One of that's which as the number 6 the man. Wow. Leroy Le Penau Mohamed Mamouche for the Egyptian national team. Guy be on AFCON now tied anymore the more he's also still there. Then Gurasi over there. Then Alam is also but I think say Paris Saint-Germain with Dembele desire do more. But this is a game I'm a throw. Paris Saint-Germain over 1 month. PSG. Not both for safe reasons over 1.5. Okay. But pen risk I bet Marco Paris Saint-Germain straight win. Anytime goes cry in this particular game, meet me ako the ama obiti said desire do and Ase Kivicha Kwaraskelia in this particular encounter for Paris Saint-Germain against Nantes. Away from the French League A, then we come to match number 4. Super match number 4. We need to about Atletico Madrid in Espanyol. Yeah. You need to about Atletico Madrid and Espanyol. Mami Atletico Madrid possible lineup, and the reason why I believe this season they cannot joke, especially in terms of their style of play. Capo, Shadia bi kakra bi mame for Atletico Madrid. Now in the middle of the park, Omakofa Cardoso from Real Betis. Decent in possession, quality in line breaking passes for Real Betis last season. What it na no hu really say bisa.
Yeah.
Cardoso, yeah. Solid brutal. You can't have him and tell me say bono. Okako yede. Okoboni bim akoba ahode. Oni Pablo Barros. Let's not forget some Akofa Thiago Amada mu nyina de o ma yede. Aba. Now in this setup, what's Akofa Alex Baena? I need for Villarreal last season. Consistency results or both the Spanish national team. One of the best number 10s in the Spanish La Liga last season. Wontumi Samaya an excuse. Then what Giovanni Simoni intensity then Thiago Amada on the other ways. Two solid wingers. Who was Julian Alvarez? It's a who Argentina for 1, 2, 3. Giovanni Simoni, Thiago Amada, Julian Alvarez. Up front, Alex Baena, Cardoso, Pablo Barros in the middle of the park. Adebakwa me hwe ni mu pa so metimi dealing with. One, the absence of Rodrigo de Paul. Rodrigo de Paul more a different edge in the middle of the park. Again, another Rodrigo de Paul, the more one intensity. Number 2, the quality for long range passes. So Rodrigo de Paul fabon knockers or 2 passer or 2 30 meters or 2 right or 2 left. I'm looking forward as to in the middle of the park what Cardoso and Pablo Barros will give us. But Pablo Barros now Cardoso now Alex Baena. These are midfielders miensa ba kubema with intensity mienu bema technical quality in terms of short passing. So I expect a more controlled possession by Atletico Madrid than me adum against Espanyol. Because Espanyol for a level of intensity with these particular 2 strikers on the stretch in Fernandez.
Yeah.
Any puedo mo. On be pressure we pa on be pass ball. But I'm also be see obi to say one Garcia impose for them. Because last season who probably keep them in the game don't want one Garcia. But if Atletico Madrid wants to start proving a point, these are games with the quality of signing in investment. Tawaye no, would be result. Lana Paya Boni na Antoine Griezmann ni mo. Yeah. To a quality bench you crowd.
Benches
The centre back Hanko, Elinoma, Lenoma. This is not a joke. Diego Simoni pressure on the show. But this is a game open safe for corner under 3.5.
Under 3.5.
Espanyol for on be defending more.
Okay.
But another save step so I met Mama Atletico Madrid to win in the half.
Okay.
Maybe a 1 will be 2-1, 2-0. Anytime goal scorer, Ubet Marco for Julian Alvarez and Alex Baena in this particular encounter.
Good.
Barcelona will be traveling to Mallorca. Last season, Mallorca for your Madrid said, "Come the Gary Begu Barcelona for Biani." Obekaya give no woman we had. Ana Dani almost say nyame na minye. Na Dani almost Trinity na panai.
So key.
I said Barcelona na my favorite to win the La Liga
this season.
Yes.
Okay.
1, they've kept a consistent team. 2, they've kept a coach. Coach not the homogene as compared to Ebia Real Madrid. Wakofa new coach about more adapted. Now the mechanic say Rashford so much trainees or head trainees there's a highline or more you. There are 2 things I'm a free Barcelona team they won. In the absence of Inigo Martinez, Arau and Kubasi, how they are going to cope with the highline. Number 2, in the absence of Robert Lewandowski, last season Ferran Torres was superb. But I'm sure how it can continue, and the introduction of Marcus Rashford in this particular team, so bet me spreading it up. I think some Barcelona team now, and then about the possible lineup, no, Baude will come in.
Yeah.
Julius Koundé bebem, Arau bebem, Kubasi bebem, the double pivot of Frankie de Jong and Pedri. Femi Lopez, very likely so on but I don't think they are going to start him. If they are going for an away game, I think they will look for more compact midfield rather than an attack. Komubo fear the Ankebia Metima sure Rafinha could come in as the number 10. Then Marcus Rashford will play from the left. Then Ferran Torres Bebo 9. But an away game, I think they will love the intensity of a player like Femi Lopez to come into the middle of the park. Then on the Frankie de Jong, Yamal on the right hand side, Rafinha on the left hand side, Ferran Torres. Barcelona to win an over 1.5.
Okay.
Anytime goal scorer, call for Yamal and Rafinha. any of them say on betimi nya go. Yes, Muriku betimi ha dream, but I'm not sure say on betimi atete. First game of the season, my Cabo home. Intensity ne be also by I think Barcelona will find a way to win this particular game. Real Madrid will Tuesday. We'll come and preview that game later on.
Yeah.
Now to the Premier League, last 3 games attached because Maka 5 natural the Super 8. Then Wolverhampton Wanderers in Manchester City.
Pep Guardiola AC form. AC form. Erling Haaland.
Season where the MSC will be kakra. But me hear the 3 back. Agbadu, Thiago Gomez, Doherty, the double pivot of João Gomez and Andre, the Brazilian pivot. Warfare. Whoever. Okay, Arias now say to Grumono. Club World Cup.
What's the term?
Club World Cup Fluminense. Otisiswa, Mrika Kuku, Nuti obey your word, bruta.
Okay.
Over your word, bruta. Wow. Mako Fane de Naba, Larson. Then Munetsi. Formation here, that's Queen Yusu in actually say. And the Wolverhampton Wanderers be called as a transitional team counter attack. Area space. Munetsi space. Larson. Your old fashioned number 9 height. Obeji Adam. They are long balls in the amount.
Place it.
No need tree. Andrew Gomez. Any Andrew João Gomez. If you feel on a better tackling in Kwa. Difficult game against Manchester City. 3 back. First game of the season for Wolves. Stadium will be bouncing. But me who are you about the Premier League? Big clubs against the small clubs. First goal is very important. What the better crowd, no?
Yeah.
Enthusiasm. So, if Wolverhampton goes into the game, first 45 minutes, second half, they will come with a lot of confidence. By City, by City with Haaland, with the likes of Raisheki, Jeremy Dokuni, boys, I'm expecting them to get a good result. Now, the double pivot of Ike Gandogan and Tijani Reinders, the most dangerous thing for Wolverhampton Wanderers near Tijani Reinders arriving late in the box. Mubobo na as what to chida ono bibo want to know Ramses obe place born as we see. Or a proper boss crasher to say Ike Gandogan, but they will need to overwork. I think they will need more aggressiveness in the middle of the park. So Ike Gandogan Tijani Reinders, I don't know if anything should go by no new start here. Then City will need much more intensity in the middle of. They will need more. Omenya Etunori is also going back to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Akanji, Diaz, the Matheus Nunes. If Nunes is going to be inverted, then they will need that physicality in that particular midfield. Nunes need to be with that particular intensity near Modeno. Beba Bona, trust you me. Tijani Reinders in your moment, but City to win either half. Safe.
City to win either half.
Safe.
Okay.
Another safe over 1.5 in this particular game. Yes. But pen risk here. Obitimako City straight win.
Okay.
Against Wolverhampton Wanderers. And our Wolverhampton over 0.5. Say City will concede.
Yeah, bad.
Anytime goal scorer. Anytime goal scorer.
Simple,
anytime goal scorer. Obitimako for Erling Haaland in this particular game.
Okay.
And I said Tijani Reinders against Wolverhampton Wanderers. He's a goal scoring midfielder. Last season, it's similar to Chile on an APBA. Now the friendly match on boy Ukraine, he loves to score as a midfielder. As a Guardiola man is have freedom now. He'll be there. He'll be there. That position now make then Chelsea and Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Eze Mmobo ni bi na ma asem nkomo ne edin. Edema Crystal Palace. Eze more a different bite whenever they are going for counter attacks. One technically maneuvering his way through tight spaces or a solid 1v1 situation bit match with CCA, and it's a quality ball carrier. Eze ne see fan in chain na adwuma na edin last season 2 legs ni no mo Chelsea ball 1-1-1-1. Coach no sasu gina bench ne so nya bad coach for Crystal Palace. Mateta more and they have a double pivot, one split of pass through counter attack between two Munu. Adam Watson. Magay, or you training. Now normally say plan we pray Capo no continue mobile, but we training. Munos. They'll be coming in with a 3-back system, meaning say they will love to contain Chelsea and hit them on counter break. Buam with a possible lineup. Me heard lineup at Chelsea beat me the room in this particular encounter. Ombeko with enough width. And now say Ombeko with attacking midfielders. Pedro Neto be very key in this particular game. Bino Gittins, Pedro Neto. And they almost center back, and they are tossing a Darabio and Chaloba because they still remain the most experienced center back pair for Chelsea. I don't think in some now Maresca Kayan or very risky obi to say Wesley Fofana and I said Benoit Badiashile. Wontumi risky Sadia no. Marco Correa, Meso no Botiana Yapa, and who is she Ankasa? Or better from master of that art.
Yeah.
James gives you quality, especially when he's defending as a rival. Chelsea team in Ankasa is solid. Is solid. There's no need to even pick one player out. But I think they found their mojo, not finding their rhythm. They are playing so well. They are creating a lot of chances. And João Pedro is picking the pocket spaces. Mehehawa Hughes and what in betting me overcome Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Yeah. Very important. But I think for the likes of Richards, Moni Magay, Moni Mitchell, Moni Munoz, Chelsea still stands tall, especially Omobo Fee. For safe, Ubetimacon over 1.5. And Ubetimacon Crystal Palace over 0.5. I think Chelsea can keep a clean sheet against Crystal Palace. By straight win, Chelsea will win this particular game. They will fear no more. Like they look so, they are in their mojo, more in their form. But for safe reasons, Obekun is safer. Wadaroma safe. Con over 1.5. Because 2 leg number 1 last season in now produce 2 goals. You can even go for it as 2.5. It will come in. Remember? What did they mention? Sure. But pen risky. Colbert straight with Chelsea to win over 1.5. And Abit Mama Crystal Palace over 0.5 away against Chelsea. But anytime goes scorer, make up for João Pedro and Kupama. Anytime goes scorer, for the everlasting Mateta. And Islam in this particular encounter. Wow. Then the last game is going to be Manchester United against Arsenal.
Man United Arsenal 12 game.
The last time Man United and Arsenal ball opening game, I think it was back in the 1980s. Manchester United winning by 4 goals to 0. Opening game of the season. Okay. Old Trafford. Opening game. Old Trafford. See a statistics season. Old Trafford. Manchester United Arsenal by 4 goals to 0. Now there is a huge expectation on Mikel Arteta. Me story now with the chat one. Charting course pressure war Mikel Arteta so. It is true. And then I can has say pressure war Mikel Arteta so pa. Because said this season when to me and deliver results and deliver a certain level of performances via Obeko.
Also the gate.
Or the gate or play gold no. 6 years no the gate. What you say?
Woman tie we do.
And I know me busa question is among the top 6 clubs, traditional 6 clubs no more England and him say no more G League no. Why pan man coach 6 years abra only league no.
Good question.
As things are changing.
Yeah.
So if you fail to win the league, you will suffer the consequences. And against Manchester United, the pressure will Arsenal so chair Manchester United. 2 things. Arsenal no money striker last season no mako fe biaba. Woja parte kwa akofa Zubimendi me baba. Acha say. Asa baby amanfo hu ni say Arsenal wo ntokuru dani nyina o ma fele wo. In the last 18 years or 18 games between Manchester United, 18 games between Manchester United and Arsenal or Old Trafford, Arsenal winning 2. Last season Arsenal said lose money 2-1. David Raya, man of the match in that particular game. Super performance. Manchester United in Finidi, we knew how they are going to survive against Zubimendi, Odegaard, and Declan Rice. Last season, no be a case. Oh, one Arsenal ba homo bre. But masa, when you Thomas Stepper, Timu never. Zubimendi, when he has his day, I'm telling you, we're dangerous in that particular role. Now, on that Banobama Declan Rice, free movement. None of her crosses as Zubimendi here, you carry it free. The only thing Manchester United will do in this game is to go long. Target to beat successful. Then the second boss, no, Kunya and Mbwemo will feed off it. That is the only way I see Manchester United do all this game. But at Old Trafford, United will definitely get a goal. United will score.
United
will
go.
I'm not saying they will win.
But United will go. Now, how never share?
For safe reasons, Ubetimi call for over 1.5 because my last games in United produce over 1.5. Over 1.5. So, team, yeah, do you have a Ubetimi 3 or 75 hours be a free more? maybe I channel wait me the roll over what I say the marker can wait my picking to get you more bit now 5 over 1.5 in this particular game. I wouldn't be surprised if I ended both teams to score. Anytime goal scorer, I bet Marco for Victor Gyökeres.
Okay.
Anytime goal scorer, I bet Marco for Matheus Cunha. I bet me the first goal for Manchester United against Arsenal. But for safe, for over 1.5. But I think remember Arsenal 55% chance of winning this game against Manchester United. Arsenal.
Well, my dad's my comrade. Now, yeah, to us on friend. Me say 1 year room pa. Investors in so I alert our more train say the working with the bear joint free channel condemn say kakra bitimi abana no yama kama yen kona yenim komo ye local news no na afia hwe ensema ofi obatan atena so obatan say bibia boko
yeah fine Capo yeah fine
ensema so ofi
komia papa say because and the week we said was here at the man when
morphine donzo matese or to say e won some oh you din komo ye to ase
ye din komo e ofie na ye din komo e ofie a ye so se mfamfiri aye Ghana ya kasa legendary din e de like Kingston say coaching adwuma anopenin enso etimie na wadin komo kakra de afa Antoine Semenyo ne performance ne ho na ose se Antoine Semenyo be koso perform say ya entebia team kesie bi ebeba awa be fa no enso etimi amana kwakobobo eno enso etimi edam sanse enwa 2 goals no nya e perfect start edema ono Antoine Semenyo yintie some like Kingston edituja
in Bournemouth, because sometimes when you it could be that there is no offer, there is no opportunity, there is no option. Sometimes it's not, it's rumors. It's unless he himself will come out and say that. But I believe if, let's say, Liverpool comes, Barcelona comes, will he say he's going to stay? He will go. Maybe the options that came, he looked at it and he said it's not going to help him. You know, sometimes our moves, we have to be smart about it. So I am not surprised that he stayed there. He find his feet there, so he should continue. Trust me, if he performed the same way he did last year, a bigger club will come forward, and then I think it will help him. If it's me, I will move to a team that I'm going to struggle and chase trophies. I will go to a club, a team that is winning trophies.
Yes, Nesano also etimi like Kingston and all day and to Semenyo komo etimi diabana Capo yedi san komo ano yemfantia tiefo no so panyina ne din so the prosperous and national secretary and so etimi edema the Ghana Football Association on third term year wansem ya ene wokobu san se opanyi na sa third term ya mo dia beya say mo hwe no se mo ankasa mo nua mo ade nyina ket every simono kraku enso betima to aso no say na nyema ebeko and it's just only a matter of time bibia be kama obi abewu benefit and enso etimo third term no so yentie sema Prosper Harrison Ado, one and a general secretary at the Ghana Football Association.
The argument is not about what 3 terms do against what 2 terms.
No, we have 3 terms now.
Yes.
How do you think it benefits our football?
It's only with time that we'll see the benefit.
What were the intended benefits of it?
No, the statute says that if you are bringing a proposal, you bring a proposal and there's an explanation. Yes. Why you want the proposal?
What's our progressive explanation?
The explanation given by Yashin when they brought it was the fact that the ESCO is made up of 12 members. Now for 11 members, they have 3 terms. And for the president alone, he has 2 terms. And then the second reason was that FIFA have their ESCO. Everybody in the ESCO have 3 terms. The CAF, the same. So alignment, we should align internally with all the ESCO members having 3, and then the second one is aligning with FIFA and CAF having 3.
Was it possible to have reduced the term of office of the ESCO members to 2 to align with the presidents?
The proposal wasn't like that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
From the office.
Prosper Harrison Ado, one and General Secretary for the Ghana Football Association, and I sank away and sweating that I don't SMP. MATF and an live on Wontumi television. So now, Sanos, Mr. Enra, winning Sir Okoko PM or Mensa Saba Park, and I'm sweat to a crampu Pudimantema, the Ghana Football Association President Kat Edwin Simono Kraku Ekokosra. There's police ladies, in a Ghana name, Wafu Zombie Women's Champions League qualifiers, and also 8 Basono, Nenra, Presido, Edwin Nyam, and some Ekokoshe, and Maiwano, Emma Bibians, Etmiko, Kama Okokoshe, said the Omupi President almost 8 Prepano, and also Estimiti Anra, who did Kobobe Brewa, Brana Association, Enina, and Osiamo, Onomoko di Koma Bibianso, Etmiko, Commentidosha, or television, so as Satama Ket. And so Ekoko PMO Mensa Saba Park artists or also Ekoko police ladies now. Yato Komo P Emma Yatia4 and Anopi and some Jumadi and Sona Yaguswa Yadis some Emma police ladies in Shadrach Mame I am Janet and I say I am I am Messans or no I bar or Bobo Emma police ladies now Waburners and they Ababa say said the Nyama AC Koi mu ko akwakobo wafu zombie and women's champions league qualifiers mu ko na mu ko no kra no sign a Ghana for expect and from Ababa worry at the same way agile.
Preparing very well, psyching ourselves to go in. Our intention is to come out from the group stage. That is what we are working at. And we take every match at a time. We are facing Nigeria team. We all know how Nigeria people play. So we are preparing very well so that we can come out from the group stage. About the biography from Nigeria. You know, anytime Ghana Nigeria
don't send PMI for Nemo. And some etwana se clubs na kache na yeni komo kakra free clubs na kache obi agusua na se oboabo no ahead of season enchana enos 8 astate na yenya nim se season enom aba start e medical bo gaka top 4 and some po on a season so etima start yebo gaka top 4 we ebo super cup a match between Asante Kotoko and Gold Stars for guso eboabo mo no me so sem fem enano payai Gold Stars and Accra Great Olympics bego mase Oli Rosalenda Oli Obatai Oli Capo amo ansem etime at the first so ama bibia so etime ko kama na game ni ba na wie he na Berema ban abo 1 goal ansem atu da ma bibia ni Gold Stars bobo ekona wo awini over Accra Great Olympics ama bibia so etime kama don sam no ana so etu da me etefana yo Gold Stars wa no Shadrach mame Gold Stars wo mo JC this season wo be su you be call one after the other way Capo on the other see on se fait pas. Yes. Way any omu home JC. Wow. Bibiani Gold Stars, omu new JC. Wow. Omu de both a league, you know. Yeah. And a Champions League. Eti Jawushe Bibiani Gold Stars home JC. Now you're switching call the away JC. Now a share away no away JC. Anusunye where Jesse and so and they say that's why I was with my share. Come on to channel, come on. Goalkeepers no more there. Goalkeepers no home near. Goalkeepers need near. Bakunye home near. Yes. And one mommy home no mommy away of the goalkeepers no. No oh yes. And you see when mom and the players no away JC. When mom na omom bejina pitch no so players na win we nini okay di mienu na edi kan buy answer white no buy for the men ana mienu na to aso no we eya away mienu we eya goalkeepers the next one no goalkeeper no ti goalkeepers give ti ushani a o se FPA na Gold Stars about ayokofa kansia wi omguso bobo nyame aduma unim se Gaka top 4 next week Wednesday and Airbus omini Asante Kotoko and abebo na Gold Stars ebesa bo ayokofa kansia bako and sampo anomobo against Asante Kotoko ya don some Emma yetie for talking about Asante Kotoko no jeni komo kakra enano paya Krobia Asante Kotoko and so about friendly game winning by 2-1 na meba no te se Capo kase Donzo enso etimi asego ampa wono enya the second goal ema to chano ko kama Shadrach ebenya omo starting edema kotoko na ama me starting line up rundi ani nkomo kakra goals ne de Abronte Godfrey Saka and say first goal and sample and Donzo and so at the back AP so goalkeeper e fenu chum at penalty and so rebound and opponent and so line up for Asante Kotoko enye Benjamin Chum estate at the goal post at the Macrobia Joseph Amwa Francis Akwa Zakaria Fuse Hubert Jew, Samuel Tinedu, Philip Amwa, Inusa Adams, Samson Godfrey, Anamposa Branta Feno, Saka Deuda Anampo, Morofin Donzo, one amo Estate Edema Club Feno, Asante Kotoko. I win by 2-1. I'm a Bianso Etimo Kama. You don't come and say to them for Kotoko elections, no, and also Arabasna Capo. I will say, I'm now on a bay poo be Edema say, and the Pamian Sa and Egina, say Yantomo Swaba, Chairman Obin Secretary, yes, Chairman Solomon of Usuari, and not Chairman or say SB, Nipamian saying, and Yakotomo Swaba, Nembu, I have just so my national chairman Edama Bobokuno, and a reporter and second say, Opena, your friend or say SB. Akin wafrim racing him sir na or the letter about bontain actually say oso onkobiem brebra ma amani ama oso onkobiem na the letter ne Shadrach ebenya say wiase de oye bibia o say we're drawing from the chairmanship election of National Circles Council. Eti nas wa yino and so the Afrima or chese ontimi and so entimi nyina ema bibia so enti kwa kama sese akoka nipa mienu chairman Obin Secretary ana chairman Solomon Ofosuware omu mienu ana the tenese omo and so akenti ayosoro eni ase ho esoro eni ase ho
ya no soro ni ase
esoro ni ase ezi omo
ti he na esoro ni ase ni he na ehu
enti babi ehu utie nkwa utie omo ne tolo nam na omo se chamansolo is so silence and wo bo ase we se chamansolo so kotoko jesi bia wo kotoko jesi bia new jesi obo akire free oya customers free dia ma supporters no
akire mum no obo
ai uso bre player ana you say oseso anya kotoko jesi kwa fabra wini bidia na say we ti mo akire mo e bomba enye na
no nto mo akire
chama Obin Secretary enso ye adwuma pa Obin so ye adwuma na obi adwuma no so ye anda enu ti de tane se nyame ya doma election de ebeba so e say eyesoro ene ase
no ma radio manifesto de
ena kwa debate won ena debate 3 pm won eti debate mbeba so na bia so yeah on person de ba na bia so to kama na mi wie no ma mi o house of folk na one Michael enso ntimi nto aso na okwa house of folk Ransford Mensa a defender Admiral Cross of folk head of womo na se Capo o mebo nyame adma dachina no on de okanya se osra so folk fans ne se obi amra stadium omumra obi amra na o me support omo na omu ba no me support omo on de o resemu se hat to folk ebesaje trophy no e de summoners Ransford Mensa ekasai
because previous first edition we win by penalty 8-7 and then I'm not to say winning by penalty and away a second edition but me sure say on the coach we are not going to penalties, we are going to win the game, we are going to score a goal but we are not going to play penalties. That's what I hope. I know. Oh yes, we are really prepared and we are ready for this game. We are ready for the game and we are prepared for the game. So I plead the fans that everyone to come to the stadium in their numbers. I mean that stadium I'm a number same. One of the supporters has come to I can't tell my friend on Sunday when so look me feel no okay damage.
Yes, Nessa no enso etime ya branch for Ransford Mensa and other sons no to Jana and one number catch us House of Folk a branch and D and the Michael Uwa Mensa aka Sunday Waters. Na Sunday me catch us na catch us chama dwuma ya mi ba be ye dia se me hwe udia untimi muame nti wo se okọ e ma me ka cho se empanifo ne trans mutually wo terminate contract amparampa ni ni anya ampa se me no ka sei a branch Michael Ewura Mensa no born ball edema nation subsidy okopie mu House of Folk has terminate the contractor wono enso entimi si akan enfama across of folk bobo enso ekoni bi ma ya don komo pi enom enso etimi dia ma etie fo mu tie Wontumi 101.5 afa Wontumi television o se kotokode na ye ka no Capo election na ye ka no se sie ya me no ka sei se ene meka chama oben sechere de
okay
oben sechere awie university a okuta on masters
okay
wanya ne masters a ono ne de no sami tirem ya o in accounting wanya a unim so wie polytechnic okoye chandi accountancy e polytechnic ama opani no ekuta certificate a ebetima boa ama bia etima ko kamadia aboa ma wasisa niema ye e dia makotokotim no
and profile
yes the profile no yes me profile kakra bi ana support kotokotim ni nyene obin I started say or support kotokonyene he's one person okọ oboase a but ye adwuma sa impo oba be adwuma jama Asante Region Circles no enti eba ne Circles adwuma onim otena no pa ebeka chairman Solomon Fosuware de kakra
eze ga de no
so dabi otena no pa
unse mi ka nyane
unyane
because how do we buy ka we su kakra ma
unse
ze be obi
chairman Solomon Fosuware football team
tono so ni bonum
waye wa service management member Ediama Asante Kotoko team no
fashe fridge mtuna
that's how we start to say
yes
enti we dia wabomu na be kire wado wabomu na be kire wado enti na be kire wado because say wanya bo ani untimi no yi na yimi wie kura no unim say wow boss Kwame Poku CID
Kwame Poku CID
eno me na hwe Liverpool game no eno ka se
CID
na me CID CID there
team ni CID trans hwe match dey
yeah because eno di bre e bantima me ni no group
CID
also call for National Youth Organizer for the New Patriotic Party ono so na the team e mansoman but referees ena manager here
CID wa
CID
pa yenchano
kwampo CID yes kwampo CID
no
squad
yenchano
ma me squad because
yenchano boss yenchano bia obia mate akomia break na say ensam de about time the more about the elections
on say ma yenin komo bi kakra ba the debate no
debate na ba so
me mumpa de nyame adoma Monday me ba so chena me nyame no ne wa ha
yes
nyame adoma Monday me ba obia manifesto ene ne debate obeye no ye be fa no one by one ne edi hu komo ne a discuss ne obia de opeso oye ade ba kwa me den say now the discussion has been limited to two people. It's my discussion here quite easier.
Yeah.
What you say? Man, I think Serebo Nankasan initially he knew it wouldn't work.
Okay.
And yes, it wouldn't work so no. But I say on an so training nasi wo dada. Oh, you can read the room and see say certain things you need to pull out.
Yeah.
Because in the discussions no woman na about obin sechere Chairman Sulu. I am more concerned about Kotoko supporters chairmanship due to two reasons. For quite some time now, the leadership of Kumasa Asante Kotoko support chairmanship no, or more are diverted from idea was or your rule ankasa.
Okay.
A lot of them have become politicians in the team rather than focusing on the main duties as a supporters chairman.
Okay.
To help mobilize proper funds and create a proper roadmap. Say Kotoko is more 8 million fans. Kotoko introduce for Abu census. Kotoko ton Jesus. Mobile you may be a member supporters now. You one involved in a lot of things around the club. You give nani per 1,000. You could give nani per 2,000. Kotoko free tickets for games. You see, I'm not divert from omuro to a certain extent so obi pe kwa obenya favor e wo nipa o management see ano see wo kotokwa na general manager ni and you be asesa so I am the so introduce something we call a debate, opportunity to assess the ideology and the roadmap. These two supporters with my form Wontumi Padefra. The heartbeat of the club is Krobia Kumasa Sante Kotoko, but it's lost its relevance. Kotoko supporters lose some relevance. Oh yes. Oh, nasa first nanka yura oye board bia wo mention the Kotoko supporters rep baso.
Yeah.
What man say? Yeah. But this time around no see there be. What I say? The relevance is going down. Omo pe politics do no. What team wa kame like enyoma wo so mo focus on the year Kotoko supporters base ni year no.
Divisions in the doors.
Divisions in the doors. Me, I'm telling you, if Kotoko should do their things well and do their supporters line of Bibia, they don't have come here.
Go where okay, say to Abana we are winning, we win go for service.
Any Kabuak assembly now. I want to focus in the world. And I acquire my 2 do it away. And I want to acquire my could care Africa.
Sabotage the leadership.
This is the time I'm urging every single Kumasa Sante Kotoko supporter Muti Menano pay. Madam, Yaba Panom, Yananum, Yeramwa, Musi so almost start circles. Ete circles are Munu Musika Ebua Krobia Kumasa Sante Kotoko. Mumubinumwa, Mukwa Seka Yakobomo, Mumubinumwa, Muba Stadium Beji Eja. Etries kabidi ma supporters so benya akonya hebo mumu bia May 9th nyame mfa omo hwe omo kwa kransie yie na mo bia mode mo ani hunu de esiye mumu bia mo ne club na ko etirechire atifi anafo mo ana mutimi di club na chi kwatamale achi wo baabi mo ba no makofa ebia Steven Odo de mo chi na ba mumu bia mutimi di misika etwa case kama player se enei Kotoko pew iti wo baba Kumasi a jefafa ka fa ye dey mumu bia ma contribute to player de ama club no Madaroma I believe say change is difficult to accept oh we are say bibia no say o sesa din sense saye no bibaji atum be mum insisaye ne di susai pa eba team no so a ana ye easy so mo baji atum supporters leadership and first nebia mode bako twa dues na circle so matwa se wiase no ko nanim enyo mesesa data for the club okay proper data will always provide proper grounds so who che souvenirs and now who create bibia ma the support base
or numbers
media and then there's a club ne ko pet sponsor bi na sponsor ni buso mo support base yes saying dia no mo betimi a contribute here a proper data
okay
ana nipa ne betimi dia kwa kire sponsor ne say Google ABCD Google na wo website ni so say ya obehunu ye total number of supporters it be 1 million supporters emu be 500,000 contributed to this product obenya fa so say it may say near run club no it gives the club a proper leverage even in discussing for proper sponsors
me you see no dey be find
it fabu census no se me patron on register ya bon ho modern
okay
the register before 28th on register ya bon ho modern na register
be say dey betimi aboa mo etimi ato aba no
on register so na wo tawaso na watie debate na hunu nipa obeboa
okay
this is the moment in time where I expect every single Kumasa Sante Kotoko supporter to put sentiment aside. Some me support A, me support B. Club nankasa no photo the center of this discussion on moko akoye. It is an tewaso tie debate na so person nya bibi free debate ni mu a. Bibia obi abeka bia no tie se nipa kro no eye Kotoko. said ya kotokofa ha ebe yi ye ka we bom ne supporters ni se be boa kotoko sei ye se ni se be boa kotoko sei enkotie obi a ene yi obe ne se me ye we ba na me firi wonom kokora me hu se me koye ne me na me ye sei si e we kramponi aja wonom kwa ye nyina firi wonom be ka se we ne be ye sei think about kotoko first.
Okay,
iti ene tawaso ne tie ne ye
nsema be koso ne no obia ni so ade hunu ni trimu po
we amauska we mauska we abetua se yamawo we akoma uska se dwen ho de bia wusu ana central for mo pekotoko achibo mo awakoji ska bia jai. Think about the club first. Think about the club first. Put the club first. In Sisaya opese club ni nyina na sha se free wo so as the supporter.
Okay.
If you want change in your club, then start doing it now. And not crowd the club na sha se on the right route. I'm not sure say it better take you one day to change everything around Kotoko to meet modern standards.
Debbie.
But trust you me, the change begins now as supporters.
Okay.
What dream how the club na chi? What dream how they take decisions? What dream how they boa club no? Usika how they boa club no? Ubi bia no. Tawaso ne tie debate ni ye. Tie ni ye. Iti ene by 2:30 p.m. wa be seated bia ko seated. By 3 p.m. on be sha say quick. Because menshia is pressure wo ho. Yewra na ni abre. Iti de sembie no nti wo course wa no atunfo.
Yeah.
Se wo ko ho no akwa ye gidigidi anhwe ya bedam ne.
Tie ni ye pa.
So ko no akwa ye gidigidi anhwe abetwa na ntwe be 3. Be careful. Menshia wo mani abre. You don't go there to go and misbehave as a stance. No. Okoro na ko misbehave wa so be si brutal. It's when you are going there, comport yourself. You're calm. Listen to what they have to say. Me assure say after this debate, be 12 days. To think about the Obia Kebiano to make a proper decision as to who. Because we are 4 years. We are the first time I'm online. We are the first time and yes, Obia was echoes in Kwane. I'm on only for Betubi. Will be able to be when you will be able to Congress or baby Debbie we are online. So whatever repercussions that comes with whoever chose the chairman, be complaining that internal complaining be no one tria dues. No one to abani be a member blame will be because who had the opportunity to have voted for who you wanted to become your chairman. Yen 1 year day.
1 year.
And I wasted so much opportunity to hold your chairman responsible. Se sabi odi se munubia. Mama ya was saying to abana de mao. And you can do anything.
Ninsia brofo no de ni bi.
What you say? It's the club supporters wing is operating on a different level. And so pay close attention to the debate. Listen to what they have for Kotoko and their supporters, not for themselves. Listen to Adia Obi Peso achieve my club no, not for themselves. Because a dim pay Kotoko no adosu dodo. And I mean I'm here say, and I mean I'm the way back Kotoko. And I'm not doing back Kotoko. It's now on Saturday. Be me no time I'm catch you say for the Fabu census. I prefer Kotoko to make it a club project.
Yeah.
Now omu creative office. Edema that particular na portfolio. Edema that particular thing about Fabu census. Said the buyer say no supporters chairman any ho. No supporters chairman be and management any ho. No management being a one more. The Pakrona can walk straight to Kotoko administration and our Kotoko office.
Yeah.
And say me Kotoko number A B C D. Me buy me card me sankai. Then they look through the records. No more card amount more souvenir be omo de bema. Ubetimi akwa register or secretariat. Not necessarily about Obia. Ebi obeka se me na mdi we buy. And I'm the way to us so there be.
Sure.
We've created an office. Ebi atuni in the supporters desk.
Okay.
And our Kotoko supporters office. And who grievances about take it abet mako.
Yeah.
Who grievances about Fabu census abet mako. They can even sell season ticket. What critics our office or portfolio is stagnant and ko baby.
Okay.
Then it keeps running. Support be odi bi from baby no. It stays. E ka hona e Kotoko dia.
Okay.
And no bi fufuro dia. Iti ene ye nyina na yata aso.
Ye kotie de wo. If we china grab report na wan ko bia wate na okoto a wo de obeto afa. No. Mizaya me da ase ɛho nsɛm no akomia Mizaya na wate sɛ wɔde ne deɛ enso